What?
No, just like that. I didn't put that together.
Hey.
That's that
Hey.
Jaquan, right?
Yes, it's Jaquan. Or is it Jaquan or Waquan?
Raekwon?
Nah, I was shaking.
Oh, no, I'm
Don't
tripping. I'm tripping.
ever compare
I'm
that nigga to
bugging.
Wu-Tang.
My bad. I apologize.
That nigga could have hold his bag.
Let's I know, right? Let's reset. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Cool Table in the Lunchroom
Yes,
podcast,
yeah.
episode 1313. What it is?
That's what it is.
That's the age where you get you really become a teenager at 13, right?
I mean, that's the start.
You know what I'm saying?
13
Mm-hmm.
before there's 12. So. So yeah, right on the money there.
Hey, so we growing up, fellas.
Yeah,
growing
we are.
up in episodes.
Hey, how many followers? We gotta shout them out, man. They showing us love, bro.
What's that?
600 plus.
Yeah, I think it's like
611?
611 right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but keep showing us love, man.
Yeah, man.
Keep showing us love. We're gonna
Moving
keep
on
giving you
up.
content.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna keep giving you content. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
Gotta
it is
keep
what
this.
it is.
Gotta keep this train rolling. I am your host, Professor X, producer, engineer,
Yes.
writer extraordinaire.
Yes.
To my right,
Big
my-
Mike. My bad. I keep cutting you off, bro.
damn it.
It's so damn long. To my right, and I'm going across the stands. It's like, nigga, just
Fam.
throw it at me.
Fam.
Pass the ball.
Fam.
Pass the ball.
Alley-oop.
Listen,
Alley-oop.
now, listen,
Alley-oop that
now
shit.
you try to big up your brothers. We as black men need to
Oh,
raise
here
up
we
our
go.
brothers. And
No,
I'm trying
man.
to raise up and heap on
He
praise.
trying to alley-oop.
You know what I'm saying?
He said you taking the ball.
Niggas can't be patient.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas, Steph Curry, other niggas. Who's a whack nigga? I don't know.
You remember when Carlton took the ball from Will?
That was bad.
That's
That was
exactly
bad.
that's
That was bad.
exactly. Joe, that's a
bad.
great analogy. That's
That
a
was
great
bad.
analogy.
But anyways, Big Mike,
Introduce
Hairline
our-
Don, Cognac Poppy.
All of that.
All that shit.
Yeah. Now give it to somebody respectful to your right.
Throw the law.
All right, so this punk ass nigga. To the right, away from the gay. Oh, I was like gay mic. Away from the A mic.
See, that's what happens when you try to be disrespectful.
Hey, away from the gay mic. You know what I'm saying? The A mic. But no disrespect. No disrespect, y'all. Shout outs to all the LGBTQ community. Hey, it's just jokes, fellas. It's just jokes. All right, and to my right.
We got Joe Money up in the building.
Up in the building.
Man.
Joe Money.
Yes,
sir.
And joining us today, a very, very special guest.
Yes.
Very talented young brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Phenomenal musician, writer, just a creative spirit. I got my man's Troop Brand in the building.
This the most compliments this nigga ever said to me in my life.
Oh!
Hey, we about to have a
Wait
good
a
show.
minute.
Don't do that.
Don't you
We about to
work
have a
with
good
this nigga?
show.
Aren't you like
Don't do
working
that.
together?
Hey, listen, don't let Troop come in here.
First of all, just to
besmirch my
let y'all
name.
know, I think his album is like fully produced by X. Yeah, you got no compliments in the booth. Hey, yo,
Be like,
man.
nah, do it again. Trash. Horrible.
Damn.
That's that Joe Jackson, bro. That's that Joe Jackson.
That nigga
Trying to
lying.
mold you to be
Just
great.
clown.
bro.
Just clown.
Behind every mic is a Joe. Behind every Beyonce is a what's my man's name?
Oh no.
Beyonce?
That guy.
Her daddy.
Mr.
daddy.
Mr. Knowles.
Her
Oh,
daddy.
Matthew.
There's a Matthew. There
There's
you
a
go.
Matthew.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Matthew
I'm just
Knowles.
trying to push this young brother to greatness. That's it.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Behind every line to this what?
There's a LeVar.
Fucking up your shit. Hey, bro.
Oh
But
man.
shout out to Troop Brad.
Shout outs to Troop. Troop, tell the people a little bit about you, man.
Yeah, man. From Mississippi, you know. Been in Atlanta for
Mississippi.
like the last
Thank you. You know
5
what?
years.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, Troop. I'm sorry. I know I'm cutting you
No,
off.
you good.
I know I'm
After
cutting
he
you off.
talk
But
shit
listen,
about- he
these
cut him
Negroes in here have been disrespecting Mississippi.
Oh,
So much.
Hold on.
Disrespect.
So much.
Disrespect. We don't
Oh, no.
disrespect
So much
Mississippi,
disrespect.
bruh.
Wait, hold
No,
on.
we
might
You
disrespect
gotta do a
you.
callback.
No.
You gotta do a callback
No.
on what?
Yeah,
Matter of
exactly.
last episode.
I think that's a city thing. People from the city. Because I was at my birthday party and I popped a cork of wine with the actual wine opener. And the nigga looked at me and was like, oh, yeah, that's that Mississippi shit. I'm like, wait, what?
First of all,
I'm like, what?
Stop. Whoever you're hanging out with, cut all communication. If you're popping, fuck it, man. I ain't. Come on, bro.
No, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Bruh, it's a vendetta.
Listen, if we haven't learned anything else in the past few weeks, the one thing that we have learned is that niggas are crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen our not last episode, the one before it, but we know that niggas could be a little extra
Yeah.
in these streets. So you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, we
It is what it
we
is.
have bounties on our
true.
head.
Yeah. We about to get shot. I know that for a fact. We be getting jumped on site.
I'm not gonna say I know that for a fact.
Thank you.
Well, not
Thank you.
for a
I'm not
fact.
gonna
Thank
jump
you.
out on that
No,
ledge.
no, that ain't gonna
I'm talking
manifest
about
in
all
my
their
realm.
allegations and how they say. I'm just saying they're saying it like it's like factual. Not that we are actually fucking.
Yeah. I
Moving
got
on,
you.
moving
Yeah,
on,
true.
moving on.
Continue.
But yeah, man, from Mississippi, been here for the last 5 years. Musician, singer, rapper, event curator. Yeah, that's pretty much sums it up.
Well, all right then, bro. Good
Okay.
to have you, man.
Yeah, man.
Hell
Glad
yeah,
to be
bro.
here.
Resume.
I've been peeping for a while, but I'm glad to be here now.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what's up.
We glad to have you. Glad to have you, my brother. You know, taking us back to them high school days at the
Man,
cool table, bro.
what?
Troop know what it is. See, niggas be hating on me in here, Troop, man. It's crazy how much hate I get from my co-hosts.
Bro, stop.
Crazy.
Where is this
Hey,
coming
is it?
from?
No.
Crazy.
Just because he got like a hometown partner here,
Yeah.
we hate? We hate?
Nigga,
X. We on the same squad.
I
I'm
was
fucking
at your
around,
wedding.
Hey,
This is all bullshit.
you were hating from the stage.
No, I wasn't. No, your wedding coordinator
was hating on the mic.
Your wedding coordinator was hating on the stage.
She
for
was
real.
hating on the low. Yeah,
She was looking at me the whole time, just eyeballing me, saying, "Say this, say this, say this." I was so nervous, bro. I'd never been nervous from a female.
That
She
junk
like,
was crazy though. She gave
hey,
him
hey,
hell.
did you-
I felt bad for a second because I'm like, I invited him here to be a part of everything I
To
got
be
going
myself.
on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just wanted Mike. I wanted Mike to be Big Mike on the mic.
She
You know
had
what
a
I'm
script.
saying?
She had a script for him.
No,
Bruh.
bro, she was like on some Nazi shit. She was over there, right out there. She did the little thing with the arm.
Oh my goodness.
And she was just looking at me. I was like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am."
And this
'Cause I
is
didn't
a
want to fuck
wedding?
up his wedding.
Man,
yeah.
she an elder, man. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Miss Jones, man.
Miss Joe.
She's an elder, and you know, she was trying to look out. She wanted to make sure that
Man.
everything was done to perfection and all that good stuff.
Salute
like
to
that.
the elders, bro.
You know what I'm
Real
saying?
talk.
You can't do
Salute
nothing
to
but
the
respect
elders.
that.
Real talk.
Can't do nothing but respect that. But nah, man, that's what's up, man. I'm happy we all here,
Yeah.
ready to get to the shits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
So-
start with some bullshit.
Man,
Let's just start with it, bro.
man. The one thing that we all saw coming,
Uh-huh.
even though she was in denial, apparently she didn't know. We found out before she did.
Uh-huh.
Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
Oh
her.
yeah.
Her.
Yeah, her.
Hey, who want to grab? Yo,
This is
Troop.
how you doing.
Hey, Troop. I want to hear Troop. I hear from y'all niggas so much. And my damn self.
Man, I saw a lot of the Wendy Williams controversy and dealing with her husband, with his mistress. That's what y'all talking about right
Yes.
now? Okay, cool,
That
cool,
whole
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
All of it.
And I went back and looked at it, and apparently that's been going on for a while.
I think since
what
they
the
got
word on the
married.
Since they got
Yikes.
married.
Since that nigga said I do, I don't, motherfucker.
Yikes.
Like, it's been a while. It's been a while.
I mean, personally, I'm just like, why it's taking so long for her to divorce this man? Like, I mean, I don't know what he does, but it seems like she the one that kind of got the bread.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
it's definitely the Wendy
the
Williams show.
success.
That's definitely the way we do it.
I don't even think she even took his name, but Hunter, Kevin Hunter, I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's Kevin Hunter.
Yeah.
So it's like, yikes! Why she take so long? And to this man's like, why you fucking up yo situation? It must be a bad relationship. I'm pretty sure it's some shit that we don't know about. But like, yeah, he seems like he's just fucking up. Like,
Oh no, he fucked up. This is it. Now I'll give Wendy some props on being savage. Did y'all know how he got the divorce papers? Okay, so he's actually a co-producer.
Yeah, he's
of
like
the show.
supposed to be on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
He gets into the show. He gets a gift wrapped up really nicely
No.
from your wife. He opens it up, divorce papers. Bruh,
Atrocious.
But you know,
savage.
bro,
And then when he left, they changed the key lock.
Yeah. He
On the
lost
door.
all the access.
He
Yeah.
lost all
Damn.
access. After that day, they didn't do it right away because he was still on the show.
uh-huh.
Next day, he was
Y'all
there.
think he begging for forgiveness right now?
begging? That's his bag. That's his only bag. What does he do?
Damn.
Y'all really think he begging?
I don't think he's
I
begging.
mean, what does
I think
his
he's
mistress
mad.
do? Is she like got her own show somewhere?
Well, he's actually
She's Charlamagne the God's friend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's who she.
That's who he is.
Or she was, I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
me.
they have a radio show
I mean,
together.
that's
Yeah,
a dope
Charlamagne.
friend.
So no, I'm not talking about Charlamagne and Wendy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Charlamagne and Kevin's mistress were friends.
Oh.
That's how they actually Kevin met old girl
Oh, yeah.
through Charlamagne. He's talking about that publicly.
Juicy as
Yeah.
hell,
Wait
bro.
a
That's-
minute. Wait.
Hey,
How did I
man.
miss that?
I don't know how you missed that.
I mean, I
one.
don't think
I'm on
Charlamagne
it.
set it up like.
No,
hey,
No, but it doesn't matter.
said that.
She
No.
don't Wendy. Like,
Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Hey, bro, that's crazy.
Hey,
Oh,
man, that's a wild situation.
That's wild.
But
I mean,
I don't know if I'm gonna give her props though.
on the Savage
Only reason I'm gonna say that, I feel like if when she first found out, okay, cool, yeah, that was dope. That was a real gangsta ass way to end that. You kind of stuck through a lot of public nonsense, a lot of public embarrassment. You done went down to rehab, relapsed into doing
on
drugs
crack.
again.
You relapsed on crack.
Crack is a hell of a relapse.
Not weed.
Yeah.
Not
Goodness
like alcohol.
gracious.
Hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Hard.
That's why I'm like, you kind of been through a lot for me to heap on praise for your exit. Like that's something you would have had
Now,
to do like
so
out the
why
gate
now?
in order for me to
Now.
give you all of the.
I think because
you know what I'm saying.
it's too public now. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be right. I just caught on to this like maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, and I saw it was saying, oh, Wendy Williams, husband with mistress on vacation or some shit like
That
that.
nigga took a selfie, bro.
Yeah, and it's like, yo,
Right.
you
That
bold.
That nigga
Look
gave
at me,
zero fucks.
You
motherfucker.
bold.
Look at me.
You bold.
He did the
bold.
one with the hand out, and like he told her, "Hey, babe, look at the camera," and he took
Like,
a
you
picture.
bold,
That's how
bold.
he
Look at
felt,
the
bro.
picture.
That's how he felt.
Like it wasn't like I was hiding it. I'm drinking my pina colada, and we're taking a picture together.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I
That's
don't even
crazy.
feel like
But
y'all
now-
broke up because she was cheating.
We
You
can't
broke up
be-
because it became public.
Yeah.
I know, but now, I'm not trying to speak for the ladies. I don't think any of us could. But saying someone shouldn't stick around for so long, I mean, you know what I'm saying? For me, I'm out. I'm out day one. All of us are.
I feel it.
Bitch, you did what?
Yeah.
Divorce papers. You know what I'm saying? It's not a real move. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the women community out there is going to say, well, she tried to stay by her husband and try to be there for her.
Supportive.
And
yeah.
be supportive.
Yeah.
They probably went through counseling. She probably smoked crack. You know what
Do
I'm
they got
saying?
kids? They got kids?
Oh.
I
Yeah.
don't know that. I don't think so. I haven't heard
No.
anything about
Because
that.
she says my son. She uses that a lot.
Oh,
I hear her
okay.
say that a lot.
Well,
so
maybe she does.
They ain't got no kids. I mean, I know sometimes when a relationship, if it's kids, sometimes that make people stick around, but there ain't no kids. It's like,
Nah, there ain't no kids. Nah, I don't think so. Shit, I don't know.
No, I don't
think so. They ain't say
I think
one
she
child.
has a child, right?
I ain't
No,
heard
but
nothing
I
about
mean,
kids.
with them together. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, her problem is, and I agree with you, Mike, in terms of trying to speak to what a woman should or should not do, when she should leave. And, everybody has, it really doesn't matter, man or woman. Everybody has to work through what they work through in the time that it takes for them to get to that space,
their
right?
own
Nah,
boundaries,
her kid
limitations.
is named Kevin Hunter Jr.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
his name is, so they got a son.
Whoa.
Thank you, Troop Brand, for the excellent journalistic
Yeah,
work. over
Hey,
there.
because we
Had to
do
do a
none of
little
that.
Google search real
We
quick.
just roll with our thoughts. Y'all believe me? All right, cool.
Nah, so I was
Upload that
like,
shit.
man,
Upload that shit.
I'm just like, man, a woman like that with that much influence and like, you know what I'm saying? She does have a certain level of power having the show. Is like, why the fuck you still dealing with some shit like that?
I think, like I said, I think it just takes certain people a certain amount of time. I think though, with Wendy, what makes this situation so wild is the fact that you make a living off of putting everybody else's dirt out there.
Hot topic.
Gossiping about everybody else, what's going on in their household. Tip and Tiny was a big topic of conversation on her show.
Nigga, for like the whole week.
You know what I'm saying?
week.
Like you've done a lot of talking and speculating about other people's relationships, and now when the shoe is on the other foot, it's like you're pulling back. Okay, I like that little drop right there, Joe.
That's facts.
She wanna pull back and relapse on crack. It don't work like that.
You know what I'm
Let
saying?
her
Like
see all that.
you gotta own your shit. Like
us the
Charlamagne the
juice.
God says all the time, like live your truth so nobody can use it against you.
Hey,
Like
hey.
this was your opportunity to just step up and say, hey, this happened.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah.
This is what I'm dealing with. and
we
this
would
is what
watch
it
the
is.
movie. We
Facts.
would watch the movie. Straight up.
That's all I'm
real.
saying.
Give it to
Yeah.
us.
That's all I'm saying.
But hey, Wendy free out here though, y'all.
Oh, you ready?
Hey.
You trying to make that move?
Hey, expeditiously.
Hey.
You smoke crack, don't you? Don't fuck around with it.
Slow down, bro.
That's
Slow down, bro. Hold up, bro.
You trying to slap them planks?
Hey, give me one night, nigga. Give me one night.
Not the planks.
Hey, I guarantee the next day y'all tune in, the Big Mike and Wendy show.
Oh my.
Guarantee it.
This guy.
I'm like, don't worry about Hunter. I'm gonna take care of that nigga.
That's
Don't you
gross.
worry, Wendy.
This
I'm
guy.
hey, we get to the bag of now.
Gross.
Get to the bag of now.
Gross.
I ain't trying to get in that.
I'm happily married to.
XXX.
Yes.
Joe Money.
No, man, I'm straight, bro. You can have that.
You sure?
Man,
Noodles, bruh.
I'm good. Wendy, she turned me off when she had that seizure on television and passed out.
Wait, what?
What?
That was what did it?
Medical condition?
The seizure is what
He
did
said
it?
that
Sensitive
was
motherfucker.
Yo, all the shit that he could have said.
Hey,
And you know, I was like a body, I don't like a personality. And
I don't like her
this nigga
medical
said-
condition. Hey,
Hey man, I was just like, man,
man.
what's going on, man? I saw it, I was like, man,
you can't break up with
I
chicks
was
with
like,
medical
Wendy needs some help. Like, she going through something serious right now.
No, man, she never
That-
turned nothing on, bro. She's just not attractive.
Oh, I
to
had
me,
a really
man.
bad joke that I'm not gonna
Oh,
tell.
no, please do. Come on, dude. I'm always throwing them out there, bro.
Bruh, you
I'm
got
always
to.
throwing my shit out
Man,
there.
see, though,
and y'all clown
bruh,
me,
speak
but now,
your truth,
now
X.
come
Speak
on,
your
bro.
truth.
This is what hey, he has the like. I have dark humor. This nigga shit is.
I
dark.
looked at the man.
This
I
nigga shit
saw
is
the joke in his eyes.
Bro, this nigga, if you dead or alive, he has no fuck.
Don't do that.
Oh, sorry. You know what? Let me have to throw that out there. I
Don't
ain't
do
gonna throw out
that.
there.
I have
You're right.
I have much respect for that.
Yeah, hold on. We do,
Much
except
respect for that.
for that one episode. but anyways, anyways, we stop it. Go. Fuck it. Podcast will not continue.
I said there would be an intermission until.
Intermission.
No, I was gonna say.
Don't you fuck it. I want
What?
full vulgar.
What are you
everything.
talking about?
Go ahead.
I speak how I speak, my
Go
brother. Come on, man. Don't do
Just
me
go.
like that. Don't do me like that. No, I was
not.
gonna say you hating on the medical condition with the seizure, but I mean, honestly, the seizure make the sex better.
Boom.
Oh my god.
Harlem shaking on them balls,
my
nigga.
Oh my god.
On some take that. Hey,
I'm just saying.
bro, she over there doing the moves
Bro.
on it. You gonna skip out on that, bro? You gonna skip out on that?
I have no words right now.
Hey, bro.
Free, that's all you, True.
Hey,
That's
True,
all
you
I'm saying, man.
True, we
The
trying to sell records
possibilities
of
are endless.
Hey, True, you trying to sell records or what?
Or what?
What you trying to do, man?
I'm done, bro.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Hey, but shout outs to Wendy. Yo,
Shouts out to Wendy, man.
honestly,
Hey, man.
I'm happy for you, baby.
I am.
Hey man, that's joke of the day. I'm gonna recycle that joint and use that joke when I'm somewhere else at a whole nother time, and I'm gonna be like, that nigga say. That nigga.
Actually on it, bro. Actually on it.
Oh man. Speaking of wild ass comments,
Who got one?
man, this brother Wiley E. Coyote, what's his name?
Oh my god, it's one of the UK nigga.
Yes.
My
yeah.
bruv.
My bruv.
My mates, 21 Crumpets, brother or whatever the fuck.
21 crumpets.
Yo, I'm trying to figure out why UK rappers have all this to say about Drake.
I can say something about that.
You can say something about that? I'll take it
Drake,
away.
well, for Wiley, I don't know this nigga.
I was gonna say,
Wait, first of all,
I don't know
like,
this nigga.
True, are you aware of what we're talking about?
Nah.
Okay.
What
So
happened?
break down the situation.
Okay, so Drake, he went on to a UK talk show. I think it's called O.N.E.
Okay.
I think the name of the lady is Tiffany Cavalier or Calver. I'm not really familiar with her, but she's a very popular show over there in the UK. Drake gets on, shows love, and says, people think I'm a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? He goes to say,
he
like...
brought it up.
Drake, yeah. So Drake, she was talking about, hip hop, and he goes into people thinking I'm a culture vulture. And he says one good line I like it, like he says, would you rather me not say anything or try to help somebody out? Now that, you know what I'm saying, I kind of agree with, but it's the way he does it.
Interesting point. No. I mean,
the way he does
like,
it.
yeah.
But then he
yeah.
says, I ain't like that, and the person who said it was Wally.
Yeah,
And
called
he
his
just
name.
says
He called
his name.
Yeah,
Nigga
he
got
called
like
his name.
less followers than us and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean,
I mean,
he just
no,
said he
who
didn't
is
like what Drake
he
said.
didn't like what he said. So like, well, he didn't like what Wally said.
Wiley said something first.
Yeah,
What'd
Wally.
he say?
He's basically, you trying to steal our style, steal our slang, that grime culture they have over there, the accents they do. You know what I'm saying? And he put like a lot of them on. There was a rapper named Dave. There's another rapper named Skepta. He jumped on a lot of people's.
I'm gonna tell you
waves.
something about Drake. So Drake is a. I'm not gonna say he's a special case, but Drake, he is an actor. So you can put it like that. He's an actor. So it can't be perceived as culture vulturing, and I call it that. But he's an actor, and I feel like what Drake does is he'll hang around maybe like a small crew of people that's in that field, and then he'll act like they act, and then he'll adapt that to his music. I feel like that's why he's been so successful. And it's because if you look at all his albums, each album he adapts a different style.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's the
different sound.
Weeknd, it's drum. It's
Yeah. And then he went overseas and adapted their style. And then next thing is he a fucking Caribbean nigga. Like
That's crucial.
So
Like,
what
so
you just
is-
described, sir.
Is
Just
a
wanna let you
fake,
know-
a
I wanna let you know,
fake-ass
True.
nigga?
yeah.
Just called him a culture vulture in a very long sentence.
I mean that it is
mean-
what it is.
I mean,
The motherfucker's a grade A succubus, bro.
no.
He has
The
vampire
point that he
powers.
just said is the dude is an actor, bro. I repeat, an actor.
Oh, get it, Joe Money.
Nah,
Here we
I
go.
mean, no,
You know,
I'm just
Go
no.
ahead, get
I
your
mean,
shit off.
Get it.
no. I mean, he said it. He's an actor, and I mean, like, it's he's entertaining. But I mean, hip hop. The core of hip hop is your heart, your soul,
Facts.
your pen, your mind, your fingerprint, not someone else's. And I mean, like, I'm a man of principle. You are entertaining. Call me on my cell phone. Matter of fact, didn't he take that song from somebody?
That's fact.
I mean,
He
like,
stole that whole song.
I don't know, man.
Well,
It is what it is, bruh. Drake
So-
that dude. Drake that dude.
Well, let's-
Because all that matters is, the world's opinion. I
Yeah.
suppose. Majority rules.
I mean, I hear you, and it's not even that I disagree because I've been saying about Drake for the longest that Drake is such a big act. He has remained Drake has had the best career run of any rapper in history, in my opinion. No rapper has
Over Slim
had
Shady?
definitely
Yeah.
over Slim Shady.
Yeah.
In terms of relevance.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Cause,
I'm talking about in terms of
yeah.
you being a figure, a notable figure that you have. Your fan base is still high. You are still prevalent in pop culture, in the media, and for the extent,
Over Hov?
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Jay-Z, he's
Hov-
not in the game no more.
Yeah, Hov actually
He
faded
just dropped the
back.
album with
Yeah, but that's like him painting the picture, man.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, but
it's
it's an
like
album, bro.
See,
but
Hov
relevancy. It's like
Hov is Hov. Hov is in a space of his own. Hov is not always in the forefront. Hov is such a big act that he lays back a lot of time. Like even when you look at when him and Kanye did the Watch the Throne album, Kanye had to push Hov into doing that project. Hov wasn't just. I mean, hell, you can hear it actually on the album that Kanye had to push him on there. Kanye's bars are way better than Hov's on the album.
way.
Way better. But it's because Kanye really, really wanted to do that album, and Jay was just like, "Okay, you want to do it? Let's do it.
He freestyled.
Let's knock it out.
Like,
Just
whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good.
So Drake has had this long career run just being on top, but he's done that by getting in bed, figuratively speaking, of course, with the new acts, riding that wave, and when that wave was over, riding the next wave, and when that wave was over, riding the next wave. I mean, you can feel however you want to feel about it, but anybody else that we say that we have respect for, they're not respected or relevant anymore. What is not? Let me take the respected out. They're not relevant anymore. We just leave it just at the relevancy because
I mean,
they
like,
haven't been
hold
able
on,
to adapt
Let me
with
ask,
the times changing.
relevant to what? What to the media, to the public? I mean,
Yes.
like,
To new
Yes,
pop,
to now,
popular
to now.
culture.
and I mean,
Popular
like,
culture now.
I'll put it to you like this, bro. I mean, like, I think that's a problem with black folks right there within America. We need to define our code. I mean, like, we already do that anyway. We define what's hot and what's not naturally anyway. But what I'm saying is, like, I mean, why do we always have to cross over? I mean, like, the people that are relevant should be who.
I never
David
said anything
Ben-
about crossing over.
Well, relevancy. That's what I'm speaking of. David Banner, Killer Mike. In my opinion, they're like the most relevant.
They are relevant. They're just not relevant musically.
Okay.
Their voices, they're at a space to where their voices and their
but see, I
activism
mean, like,
far
but that's the
outweighs their
trippy
music.
thing. What defines what's relevant music? Me personally,
Sales? I mean-
that's the problem. That's exactly the fucking problem. What makes somebody relevant to me is if they dope or not. Point blank. Period. Y'all know who I listen to. Y'all know who I
That's
listen
not
to.
the conversation,
And
though,
Yeah.
Joe.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, Starlito is dope. I agree with you. That nigga is not relevant.
Nah, he said it. That's not the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's as simple
a
as
fair,
that.
It's a fair assessment you have, but it's like, you know and I know Drake has been hot since like 2009.
But it's a reason why, and I mean,
I know,
y'all basically saying
Yeah.
jumping from wave to wave to
Check
wave,
this out.
jumping on his surfboard, swag surfing off.
Oh no,
his
this
shit.
nigga is jumping on. It ain't a surfboard. This nigga is taking the.
Yeah, because it's sort of like it's to the
Nigga
point
taking
like
everything.
it'll be somebody's song, and somebody. Well, dang. I mean,
So this is what he
it's a
does.
double-edged sword, not because he is putting folks on.
Yeah.
I can't knock that.
Can't knock it.
on.
He
So,
is
for
putting
instance,
folks on, but see, like I heard
And knocking people off too.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
that's what I'm. Yeah, man.
So,
it's crazy.
so here's the thing.
Go on.
If I guess his most classic album is gonna be "Take Care." I guess that's debatable, but that whole sound is Weeknd.
Yeah.
That entire sound is the
That's
Weeknd.
when we can start writing for.
Yeah. Clearly, he never made a project like that ever again. You know, he couldn't. Weeknd is like, nah, you're not
Weeknd
jacking
dipped
from me.
off, did his own
yeah,
thing.
but remember he was doing the triplet flows when Versace came out. He ran that shit to the
Yeah,
ground.
I mean, like he put
Hey.
to a lot of people, he put the Migos on. To a lot of people,
he took him to the
lot of
next
people.
He
level.
took a I heard Migos that had a lot of people take them to like to a
Gucci,
new market because I heard them on it trapping at the bando because that beat was weird. It had like the little. It was the first time somebody used it like that little flute thing with trap drums, and I heard that I was like, yo, this is weird. These niggas finna blow up just because this shit weird. And then
Right,
Drake
real
got
talk.
on there and elevated them, and then the next thing they got elevated when Childish Gambino shouted them out
This
and
is-
elevated them up anymore. And it's crazy, like when you doing trap like that, it's like you gotta have like people from other vibes like elevate you because folks be like, oh, this is trap. Yeah, it's like they look scared to kind of put it in pop culture.
But I think this validates the fact that he might be a culture vulture. However, he is trying to help the culture, but I think he's doing more damage than good to some of these artists. Like he has a famous line
Do you think he's doing more damage for real?
to certain artists.
Who?
Black Boy JB.
Drum.
Yeah, because I
think,
ain't with he flex, bro. That's Drake's song
yeah,
to me, bro.
remember Wizkid?
Look alive. Look
Yeah,
alive.
that
One
is.
dance, Hennessy in my
Yeah.
hand. He stole Wizkid's entire song. Do you know who Wizkid is?
I know
Yeah.
Is he relevant?
No.
See,
Quentin Miller.
He said, nah.
Quentin Miller's not his fault. Let's not blame him on
That's
Quentin.
not Drake's fault.
That's Meek's fault. Meek put him on blast like
Yeah.
that, and Drake had to he had to do some moves, back to back. A lot of things
But
happen.
you know that thing with and that's when we start getting to this conversation about culture vulturing, right? We have to be honest about the industry as a whole. We have this idealistic view of hip hop as if everybody's just doing all the shit themselves. And a lot of these niggas collab.
Oh,
a lot of niggas collab. A lot of
Indeed,
people, right?
indeed.
When you, especially when you look at, and I was listening to Joe Budden talk about this on an episode of his podcast before, which they was trying to push back at him about this. I think Scotty Beam was trying to push back and stuff. But it's the reality. A lot of the female acts back in the day used to have male rappers writing a lot of their lyrics.
Yeah.
It just is what it
100%.
is.
Lil' Kim,
I'm not trying to
Foxy.
shit on nobody, but
Shantae didn't, goddamn.
I mean,
he
I'm
went
talking
to the
about-
80s.
yeah, I know, right?
It's a,
To the
it's definitely a
golden
long
era.
way, right?
Right.
Yeah. But when I figured out like to myself, what I thought like this man Drake, I felt like he was never gonna lose musically. Is I was out in LA at a studio writing, and it's certain people come through, and I met this guy. I ain't gonna name his name, but he's a writer, and he signed under Party Next Door, and he kind of explained to me. He was like, yeah, Party's got about like 5 to 6 writers signed under him. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, I said, y'all writing for Party? He's like, nah, we kind of writing for Drake. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, well, what's that? How's that set up? He was like, well, Party got like 5 or 6 writers. And he signed her to Drake. And Drake got like 5 or 6 writers. And it's kind of the same thing. It's like a tree. It's like Drake got 5 or 6 writers. And each of those 5 or 6 writers got like 5 or 6 writers. So you're looking at like a team
kind
of
of
like
pyramid
36.
scheme is-
You know what I'm saying? Like a whole. And he was like, I'm on salary. Like I get paid monthly for this. And then if I get a hit, then I get residuals. And he said, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. He said, I got like 5 or 6 people under me right for me. And if they pop out a hit, then I don't pay them on salary. But I'm like, so literally like you got 5 or 6 writers and you part of 5 or 6 writers under 5 or 6. I'm like, what?
That's the game.
Like what? Like that's
Ugly.
so
Let me
many
tell you
writers.
something. What you just described, I'm glad you ain't say his name.
Nah, I wasn't gonna say his name. I ain't gonna say his name.
Hilarious.
As soon as you said that. But let's be honest. But Drake has helped the culture, though. Like, you got to give him props for, like, the Migos is one thing.
For sure.
He has plenty. Damn, I feel bad for Block Boy JB. He's helped out. The Weeknd definitely helped out.
For sure.
Man, there's so many.
That's why you have to be careful when you talk about situations like this. Like it's not there's not one way to look at it. I mean, I'm not mad at people being upset, but at the end of the day, with any industry that you get in, you have to be able to learn the ins and outs of how things work and move accordingly.
Yeah.
Like when you look at the Dram, yeah, you can say that
Cha-cha.
that he really deboed that record, which he did. He deboed that sound, but Dram, he could have done some things to maneuver to not let that happen. Like you have
feel
to
the same
know
way.
when you get on a record with Drake, even if he didn't do it intentionally, Drake's star power is such to where just his presence on your record will take away from you being on the record. Especially when you allow him to do the hook and you allow him to do a verse. Like, fam, you setting yourself up for failure like that.
I guess so.
Hey, bro, what's that
so.
famous Drake line? I give niggas the look, the verse, and the hook.
That
That's
man
why
said
song
it's
sound like Drake
me featuring
Drake.
me or something like that. Yeah.
I don't see how you can argue against
Hey.
that particular thing.
But I mean,
He said that.
But see, when he says I, and we clearly know it's we.
Oh, well, see,
So,
once again, perception.
I think all niggas in
that's
here
a
do
brand.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
brand.
branded.
You're not gonna tell people that it's a team. Why would you do that? That makes absolutely no sense.
I mean,
Yeah,
Like you are the face. Behind anybody, there's a team of people doing this and doing that. You're the face, you're the voice, you're the talent, but there's no way that you can get in the spaces that you get doing all of the legwork yourself. There's a manager that's pulling strings, there's a producer that's pulling strings, there's a label. It's all of these moving parts that are making things happen the way that they happen. So I'm just saying, like, if he gonna move the way that he moves, it is our responsibility, if we're going to be in that industry, to know what comes along with certain decisions. That's why I hear people talk about these kind of conversations all the time about people taking bad deals.
Yeah.
Like, fam, I get it. There are people that are dishonorable and they will take advantage of you. And I'm not giving them a pass whatsoever. I think that it is the responsibility of the veterans to educate those that are coming up in the industry on the way to move. But at the same time, you can't be so thirsty that you jump on any and every kind of bait that somebody puts out in front of you.
I mean, you saw that. This is old school shit. Remember the band?
Of course.
Remember that the record contract episode? That shit was about 200 pages. Them niggas didn't read 8 lines.
Wait, what?
They didn't read 8
Oh,
lines.
no.
The only one who was fighting back was Sarah, the light skinned chick that was singing. She was like, "Hold on, guys, hold on," but the peer pressure got to her. And Diddy was right there looking at him.
I mean, that's what
You know what I'm
happens. Troop knows
And that-
we've been in
and
situations
now
like
she's
that.
screwed.
Bruh, it be a 2-page contract. I be in them mud with a magnifying glass
No.
on that.
But you're always gonna have those people behind you that are trying to pressure you into doing stuff that you really shouldn't be doing. And if you don't take the time to know for yourself and you listen to all the noise around you, you will make some situations that will
red
screw
flag.
you
Crucial.
in the long run.
I mean, the
Don't
last
pressure
thought-
me to hurry up. Nah, that's a red flag.
yeah, the last thought should be that you're going to be the one that have to live with these consequences and results, not anybody else.
I think now, like I think, well, most artists now, it's like it's been so many sob stories to the point it's like most people are looking into it. But like last thing I heard was that I was just like, man, is this nigga stupid or is he smart? Like it was the Blueface thing. Like when I don't know if y'all seen his interview, but he got on. They was asking about his deal with like Birdman and Cash Money. He was
saw
just
hilarious.
like, I don't know, I just signed it. I was
No.
just like,
He said, "I don't know. I'm just Cash Money West." I was like, "You signed to a nigga that signed to a nigga that signed to a nigga
Yeah.
that literally signed to a nigga that had the distribution company, bro. It's like 5 pies he's in because it's Cash Money West, Cash Money. Who's it? Priority.
Yeah.
It's Priority. Oh, then it's distribution, right? So it's 4 people, and then he has his management. Oh my god. Whack 100. That's the other one. Whack 100.
That's a lot of money.
Bro.
True. When we had a discussion about splits, about
Man.
percentages,
yeah.
that's the problem. Like artists, they'll do things, but they don't understand how big these percentages really break down to when you start seeing numbers.
To a big
When
pie,
you
come
get your
on.
first check
Come on.
and you made $100 and you got to pay somebody 20% of your $100.
What?
Now you
Yeah.
left with 60.
Yeah.
Now you got to pay your producer. Now you left with 30. Now you got to pay. You don't understand that you at the end of a long list of
Yeah.
splits.
TLC.
So you have to be very meticulous about who you're offering what, and if they're actually adding the value that justifies them getting what they're asking for.
Exactly. Do I need you?
That's what it is.
A lot of it is star power and promise, and just when people see that deal, they see dollar signs, and that's the problem. We look at the short term, not the longevity.
See, and that's what it is,
And that's
man.
the main
People don't
issue.
want to put in that work.
No. Well, true. They don't want to
Nah,
start
'cause
doing
it's
independent,
always better.
but-
Yeah, it's always better to be.
But
your
it's a lot
own
harder
boss.
though. The grind's a
It
lot
is.
I
longer and
said
a lot
work,
harder.
but it's
Yeah.
always worth it, y'all. It's always worth
It ain't always.
it. It ain't.
So, and I'm only saying this within this context. Some people need to take the deal. It's just facts based upon their skill set.
You took it out of my head. If you don't have the skills yet,
But
baby.
even with the skill set, this industry is not set up for who we would consider talented to necessarily
Right,
thrive and
right,
take
right.
off quickly.
Clearly,
Like it's a
clearly.
long, arduous grind that you have to do when you a nigga that'll bar somebody to death. It just is what it is
you-
right now.
You can't be Cassidy.
No,
You over there doing
no.
battles
Nah,
on
you gotta have.
Smack.
Of course, you gotta have
Nowadays,
more than that.
the-
It's
the
more
beat.
marketing and promoting.
It's
promotion, all
marketing,
of that
it's
than the
melody,
talent.
and it's
Yeah.
beats.
Yeah.
It ain't about your bars.
Clearly.
Bars are sprinkles on the ice cream. You know what I'm saying? All the rest of this stuff is what you got to have out the gate. But that's why it's so important. Like, we've been talking a lot about the conundrum between the old heads and the young cats that are coming up in the game now. That's why it's so important for the OGs to be trying to impart wisdom to the people that are coming up. So it makes the industry as a whole better, as opposed to having that attitude where I did it, so you should have to do it. You got to go through your go across the burning sands and go through the same type of shit that I used to have to go through in order to get to where I am. It's like, no, why are you not trying to make things better for the people that are coming up behind you? Like, why do artists not have a union right now? There's absolutely no reason that artists don't have a union.
You know niggas ain't gotta come together and get
Nah.
along.
I think the
Damn
union
shame.
thing is deeper than that. That's a good question though, X. I think it's deeper than that. But there are brothers out here that probably are uplifted and trying to instill game in folks, bro. It might not be enough, or it might not be exposed,
It's
or
not enough.
televised, or whatever. But no,
That's
man, there's
all
people
I'm
out
saying.
here.
It's just not enough. I hear more people
Criticism.
coming at the necks of the young cats as opposed to trying to put them on game. Like, it's a lot of judgment, it's a lot of talking shit, it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you speak down on stuff that you don't understand and you don't like, but you don't have to like something to support it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If
Yeah.
something is not just straight up going against your moral fabric, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing, but you should have enough couth about yourself to be able to say, you know what? Ain't really my thing, but I see what you're doing, and I see other people like what you're doing. So I'm gonna give you the information necessary to take what you're doing to the next level and not screw yourself in the process.
Well, in that case, I mean, Drake has followed that a little bit by helping people.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, shout out to the Moist guy. Shout
The
outs. Hey, for real, because what he just described, Drake has helped.
He has.
He has lend a hand. Now, I don't know if he went over all the details. You know what I'm saying? Because Drake might have that new old nigga energy. Like, he's getting older. He's getting in his 30s. He'll be 32 this year, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So he's getting older. You know what I'm saying? And the new guard is starting to come out under him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But he is embracing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even though Block Boy JB and some of these cats didn't pop off like they should have because of him, he has given him a much bigger lane.
I think Block Boy didn't pop off because Drake took the sound of his producer. Like, Block Boy was hot, but I think his producer, that sound that his producer made was really what made him hot, and he made the dance to it, and Block Boy could flow on it. Block Boy's producer went and like rock with Drake heavy, and like I think it's like maybe like 3 or 4 tracks on Drake's new album that was produced by that producer. I feel like if that producer hadn't went and just like fuck with him that hard and kept that sound with Block Boy JB, I feel like he would have kept going because that
Damn.
sounds hot.
That's actually
Okay.
who the stars
I rock with
are.
that.
That production
Producers
is
are
hot.
the stars, man.
Yeah.
They are. They don't get the
Clearly.
shine that they supposed to get.
And they should.
Or the value that they're
Bruh,
supposed
they
to get
should.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Bruh.
We
Come on.
focus
I feel
on
it.
like
I
You know
feel
what I'm
it.
saying?
We
You know what it
focus
is,
on-
true.
Respect, yeah.
We
They
focus
don't.
on like 3, Metro Boomin and Southside. And there's like thousands of great
808
producers out there.
Mafia.
Well, I mean, because
Take Keith. They starting to rock with him.
That's
more.
him. That's him. That's
Take
Black Boy
Keith.
JB.
Yeah, take Keith.
Oh, for
So
real?
Black
Take
Boy.
Keith,
So-
yeah.
So that's what Tennessee.
Memphis.
Memphis,
Bro, I ain't
yeah.
gonna even
Memphis.
flash, bro. Tennessee, bro. They've been giving it to me since high school, bro. Tennessee done had the hardest hip hop for a long time, bro. To me.
Nah, Tennessee been getting it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Consistently.
Okay.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know.
What band play? Like it's
What?
a lot of dudes out there doing that thing.
No, I feel it. So just keeping along with our conversation about the OGs
Yeah.
and the Lils. So we get into this situation, this ongoing situation dealing with Tip and Kodak Black. Right?
I'm going like a mother.
It's a crazy situation to me.
It shouldn't even have started. I'll be real with you.
It shouldn't.
I mean,
Man.
one phone call off social media would have solved everything. I feel like.
But we gotta flex. We gotta do it for the
Yeah,
gram.
but you know what? T.I., because we're going to get on to T.I. Kodak, he doesn't upset me as much as certain artists like The Game. Like,
Yeah, I see.
he
The
came off
game is so messy anyway. When you're trying
bro.
to check somebody, like you don't even come
This
off.
is what he
That's like
sound
the
like.
Wendy Williams syndrome.
Yeah, he be like, yo, son on blood. Yo, what's brackin', nigga? Yo, when I see you, blood, nigga. Fuck you up. Yo, Kodak red, nigga. That's what you gonna see, gang, nigga. And I be like, what are you talking about, bro? Who you talking to? You talking to your fucking phone? Like, you could have. I know you got Kodak Black's number. You can't tell me an industry dude can't get in contact with his management or something and contact him.
That's facts.
But you want to sit there and flex and rep all your sets and rep everything about you. It's repping Crip too because of Nipsey. It was a lot. He even put the Nipsey face in his Lamborghini.
I saw that.
He got the Nipsey tag.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
he put Nipsey
Game
tag
does a
on.
lot.
Fam.
And I like Game. The funny part is we like him.
Yeah, I think rap game is talented.
Yeah,
He name drops like a
I
motherfucker.
guess
He
it's
definitely
passionate. Is that
Yeah.
passion? Would you call that passion?
Yeah, he's dope. You know what I'm saying?
He know the state of the I was gonna say the game, but like he know the state of like, but like he knows how to play. I saw this clip online of him like in the studio recording the album, and it just shows like a single clip of like the song, and the song was like, yeah, you know, I love Kanye. I got respect for Kanye, but yeah, you know, I used to fuck Kim K, and I was just like, what? Obviously, you don't have respect for Kanye. Like what? Like, how you gonna put that line in the song, bro? Like,
And Kanye gave you beats for the documentary. He gave you a verse for the documentary.
That's real.
I mean, and then he gave you multiple. He produced your Jesus Peace album, which is probably some of people's favorite.
That's my favorite album.
Yeah, and Kanye.
I think the
executive
documentary
produced
is
that.
second after that one.
Yeah, I mean, easy, right? But you just sit there and say you gonna fuck it. You fucked his wife, bro. You see, and it's shit like that where sometimes you look at somebody's old
Hypocrisy.
He's a newer OG. He ain't like, you know what I'm saying. But still, I look at that nigga like, bro, what's the point?
Nah, it's the difference between him and 50 Cent. Clearly.
50?
Mindsets, if you understand what I'm saying. No, because
50.
Oh, yeah.
they're peers. And what I'm saying is 50's a boss. Game is just, you know, what?
I
publicity?
don't-
nah, this nigga 50 petty too. Nah, like
50 is petty, but I'll say it again. The way his mind works,
Yeah.
he will manipulate his
Yeah.
petty into
Yeah.
50's
production.
awesome.
That's real, that's
I
real.
understand what you're saying,
50
Jay.
is
Yeah,
awesome,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Old girl didn't want to pay him. Came up with the song. I ain't got it. He trademarked it.
Trademark.
So
That was
Man.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah,
so
I love
that
that.
type shit.
So she, I'm sorry. Anyways,
I love
moving
it.
on.
Now,
Still.
Joe. So I gotta ask you a question, bro.
What's up?
We gotta have a conversation
Talk
because I
to
just
me.
want to know what's up, man.
Talk to me,
so
bro.
so we looking at the Kodak and Tip situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kodak put out a statement basically saying Tip is around here walking around acting like he's the new MLK, and how you gonna come at me about what I said or what I'm doing, but you made your
The
money off of trap
shit.
music,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I peeped that.
So you said that you feel like Kodak got a point.
Kodak has a point with the trap comment. What I think is this right here. Okay. The problem with black people right now is we goddamn trapped. That's the problem with black people. And they're trapping us with food. They trapping us. Number one thing is music. Music is magic, man. Music controls your thoughts. Your thoughts control everything else. The 5 watches. I remember my mom had that. I don't want to get off subject, but the 5 watches. Watch your thoughts. Your thoughts become actions. Watch your actions become habit. Watch your habit becomes character. And your character is practically your destiny. So the music that you listen to, it plays a part in it. And all I'm basically saying is, I mean, like, granted, when Tip was young, because we've all been young and dumb, I remember playing Master P to my daddy. I remember that. So, you know, we was young and dumb, but I mean, it's sort of like, now that you're grown, dude, now that you're grown, you should know what the trap has done to our people. And this dude is still glorifying it and still getting paid off of it. The Trap Museum, how recent is that?
Last year.
Last year. So what I'm basically saying is like, bruh, you got a lot more cleaning up to do, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, with that specifically, because I understand Kodak's point with that. He's basically calling him a hypocrite. I think we're all hypocrites, but I mean, like, nah, man. You
Okay,
cannot glorify the trap and then try to check this dude. Well, damn, I can't even say that because he was still wrong.
I
with
feel like he
that.
checked him on something else. Like he checked him on the
No,
Nipsey
it's how.
statement.
It's how. No, I mean, like, no, the check was correct, but I
Yeah.
guess publicly that like how we're saying, like, or Mike said it, and X, I believe you. I sort of agree with it too. Now I'm looking back at it, man. If you really want the desired result, Come on, man. Humble yourself. Hey, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But this is my question though, because when we had the conversation about Cardi B and the drugging people, and I brought up the fact that these other artists rap about what she's talking about on a regular basis. Your response to me was, oh, well, that's entertainment. So I'm trying to figure out why was it when it came to Cardi and I brought up other entertainers that they were used as, oh, that was just entertainment. But when we bring up Tip and his talk about trap and trap music, now that puts him in a position to where it's hypocritical of him to check Kodak.
You said that I said that Cardi is just entertainment.
No. I didn't say that you said Cardi was entertainment. I said that Cardi is talking about what these other rappers are talking about in their songs.
Okay.
And your response was, well, that's entertainment. We can't compare entertainment to real life.
I don't recall that shit, bro.
Absolutely. Do I need to? I will run the clip
If
back,
that's the
nigga.
case, bro, because I ain't gonna even flex. I just said it seconds ago, bro. We all hypocrites. And I'll be the first one to admit, at times going off of how I feel, you know what I'm saying? This shit could be right or wrong, get my eyes off of that perception. But, man, okay. Man, with the Tip shit right now, bro, everybody is flooding off emotion, bro, off this Nipsey shit, bro. So that needs to be understood first and foremost, bro. First and foremost. Like, this dude, bro, shit, he's the greatest when it comes to producing for your community. He's the blueprint. So for somebody this dude's not even in the ground, and he's making comments about his widow. I mean, it's like, man, the golden rule is, bro, you treat people the way you want to be treated. If that was Kodak or anybody else on the other end and somebody else was saying it about him, we know how people would be. We would be responding the same kind of way. That's what I don't understand, bro, because people acting like they don't get what the issue is. The issue is fucking disrespect, etiquette, manners, a way of treating people. And if this is how you're treating people, or if this is how you, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Dudes will be talking about how fine, bro. No, I'll say it again. I said it last episode, bro. At this point of death and this recent, if pussy is on your mind, man, it's a fucking problem.
No,
for sure.
Not a problem, a fucking problem.
No, I got you. I rock with you. We agreeing on that.
No.
I guess I'm only just saying when it comes to, like, it's a lesson for me too, right? It's something I have become more and more conscious of. How I speak about people and what they're doing without really taking a step to look at the totality of what they got going on,
Bro,
right?
you know what? I feel you, because I need to be more mindful of that as well.
That's
No
all.
flex. No
That's all.
flex.
Like,
No
even
flex.
when, and I can see what you're saying about the trap museum, but see, my thing about the trap museum is there's multiple perspectives, and I said that to you on the post you made.
Give me the multiple perspectives, please.
The multiple perspectives is, like, I've heard people say what you're saying, that, oh, you made basically a monument glorifying and immortalizing a very dark part of our culture, right? But the other side to that is, I've had conversations with people that say, yo, I went to that museum and I looked at the life that I'm looking at the life that I used to live, and this is solidifying to me that I made the right decision to get out of this shit, because I can't speak to what's in there. I can only speak to what I've been told. What they have seen in there is, yeah, you're seeing the stove and the pots and shit where you're cooking up dope and all this other kind of shit, but you're also seeing the prison bars. You're also seeing all of the negative ramifications that come along with that trap lifestyle. So for those individuals, it was a reminder of how far they come, and for the other people, it's you know what, this ain't really as exciting as I thought it was when you see this shit up close and personal.
You mentioned that in the comment. Tip do got "Don't be like me, be better than me." I'll give you that.
Dope man, he run you down the whole gamut.
No, but this is the catch, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. He created a monster. It's a difference between him being able to acknowledge that, but I mean, like, Kodak is practically his son.
You think so?
I mean, like,
so are we? So,
not directly, but do you understand what I'm saying?
So let's have this conversation, because now we're getting into the conversation of, did Tip create trap music?
No.
No, look. He may have.
He
He
had
didn't
the
create.
title.
I feel like he
He
helped
had the
popularize
title.
it.
Yeah, he put a magnifying glass to it or
If you
something.
if you was in Atlanta, niggas was saying trap music before.
Bro, Ghetto Mafia. I'm gonna give it to Ghetto Mafia, bro.
Listen,
No flex.
Joe,
Ghetto
in
Mafia,
Spodio the Dopalicious, what did Big Boy say?
That was in '98. Ghetto Mafia is like 96.
But no. I got
But
you.
yeah,
I got you.
but
I'm just
this-
bringing up just the term.
Yeah, he said, so now you in a trap. Just that.
Trapped.
I go on to marinate on that.
Yeah.
So
So
Everybody
like,
know.
so all this T.I. Gucci shit, this rested y'all.
No.
Rested.
I mean, like, bro,
Well,
that's the problem that
Nah,
I had.
because
Oh,
they-
okay, I got you.
because they- Yeah, this.
Nah, man. I mean, like,
So
when,
Gucci
when,
and
when,
T.I.
it, when it comes to them two, I'm gonna give it to Tip, bro. When it comes to them two, I'm gonna give it to Tip, bro. This is not a debate. This is sort of like, I mean,
But trap music can have a trap sound.
even if Gucci was rapping the trap in 1995, I didn't hear that shit until maybe 02, 03.
Yeah.
Black T's the first time I heard of Gucci, bro. Black T, no flex.
Okay.
I want to say that was like 03. The first time we heard Tip, I'm serious.
That's not trap music though at all.
The album, bro, Dope Boys in the Trap, my nigga, PSC, bro.
No, what I'm saying is that album didn't have a trap sound. I think me and Nick talking.
Okay,
this
it might
off
not
air.
be the sound of the trap, but okay.
I mean,
The
that-
term
that's-
trap and the sound of the trap are two different things. The trap sound is basically 3-6 Mafia with triplets. And they was doing that.
Hey,
You
What
know
did I
I'm
say,
saying?
Mike?
Yeah.
I
mean,
literally
to be
just said
100,
that.
To be 100,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
So it's-
Hypnotized, the trap sound has always been here. It was just called something else.
Yeah, they called it like horrorcore, and they called
Not
it
even
like,
that.
Yeah.
Crunk.
No,
Really?
they didn't call him crunk.
I mean, basically what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. rock
Nah,
with that
Lil
one.
Jon.
Bro, what I'm saying, bro, if you throw triplets over Lil Jon's beats, that would be considered trapped in so many words, bro. It's really
I gotta-
the triplets and
To
the
window,
808s. Triplets and
to the
808s is
wall.
a trap sound, bro.
I feel
You can
that.
you can change the tempo to it.
It's not. It's okay. All right.
Triplets, 808s, boom, boom.
It's the particular instruments that they use too.
I mean,
It's definitely
that
808s,
is
'cause
where-
it's definitely
This
that-
nigga, this
that
nigga
is
Troop
where-
has definitely driven me crazy on many an occasion. To my, hey man, can you get to that trap?
Don't you ever say
Trap
that?
it
Give me
out,
that
bro.
trap.
I'll be like, hey, we need some trap drums, bro. Like,
I was like, oh,
I ain't gonna
every
lie,
time he
it's
said
a
this
sound.
shit, like, oh.
It's a 808s, heavy 808s,
That's what I'm
certain type of
saying.
snare, a certain type
be
of
so sick of
hi-hat
that shit.
pattern. Like,
but nah, Paul and Juicy, I'm gonna give them boys some credit to that shit.
Yeah,
Facts.
Me
I'm giving
and
facts.
X was
Juicy
talking
for
off air.
that
We got down to Project Pad, Juicy, especially Project Pack. That one,
Especially.
album. Oh my god!
I got peas, coke,
Oh.
and some killers at the door. Hydro weed, smoke, and
Hey,
a
man.
quarter ounce of blow. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Bro, I can't even.
That's
I
why
don't
that
even.
T.I. Gucci stuff is like, you know what I'm saying? I know they were fighting and fussing, but it never been between those two who started trap music.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think they popularized.
they definitely did.
I mean,
I'm gonna
give
give
it a
that to
name.
Tip.
Give it a
Now
name.
you give that to
Yeah,
Tip.
that's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
say
saying.
Tip.
Yeah, I said
created
Definitely
you
Tip.
talking
the
about
demonic popularized
you
the
talking
moniker.
about the popularizing the term trap music?
just the exposure of it.
I think it's
like
Tip.
what you would call it.
I think
Tip was
he
more
mainstreamed it.
mainstream. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tip was
There you
definitely
go.
more
He had like
mainstream.
Jazzy Faye on that album.
Yeah. Then he
Yeah.
went into acting too, and of course, if you a rapper acting, most people they're gonna check out your acting, and then they're gonna look at your music too. And I feel like that's what happened with a lot of more white people. They probably saw him in movies, and it was like, oh, let me
I
see
ain't
who
gonna
this
need
guy
flex,
is.
man. ATL was a good like display.
Man, ATL is a
tip.
classic.
That is
That was
a
a
classic.
great
That's a
display
classic
of, you know what I'm
movie.
saying, Little Big Brother.
But
You know what I'm
let me
saying?
tell you something.
I give him props.
I was working at a movie theater back in Mississippi when that movie came out.
Wow.
And the junk was so crazy, right? The managers was like, yo, this, and I didn't even peep it. See, this is just my lack of wisdom at that time, you being a young man, right? The manager was like, yo, I need you to go stand at this door, and I need you to check everybody's tickets for this movie. Keep in mind, I never checked anybody's ticket for any movie ever while I was working at that movie theater.
Uh-huh.
The one movie that you want me to check people's tickets for is the movie ATL.
Niggas.
You already know.
Niggas.
So I'm standing at the door. He's
That
standing there by me,
motherfucker
right?
racist. Was he white?
Of course.
Racist
Of course.
motherfucker.
Of course. So are we standing there, people coming into the theater, coming into into that particular theater. And I think I let like two people go by without looking at the ticket, and he looked at me, was like, I was like, oh man, my bad, I forgot, man. So one of the dudes, I knew the dude, he got a little attitude with me. He was a little pissed off that I asked him to see the ticket. And I'm like, bro, like my manager right here, man, he said that I gotta do it. What can I do?
Yeah.
But It's just I'm just looking at like, God damn, like y'all really have this perception of niggas in the movie theater.
Nah, man, but yo, I'm gonna go back and the question that you just asked me, man, I do want to answer that like more 100 because I know I'm gonna be thinking about that shit more. The Cardi B, the thing you just said.
Oh yeah, the Cardi B thing. I mean, definitely. I'm on that entertainment is entertainment. Like I don't confuse entertainment with
that's the crucial shit about hip hop though, bro. Because
Go back in there. I'm trying to make
though.
sure I heard it right. Was you saying that like Cardi B is rapping about a lot of stuff other people rapping about, or
no? So what we talked about was basically the situation where Cardi B admitted that she drugged and robbed people.
Yeah.
That I was saying that people are talking about that very same thing in terms of drugging people, robbing people, killing people, all these other kinds of things, and we are not holding them to the same fire that we're holding Cardi B to. Because we're trying to make that. We were making a comparison between her.
I think Cardi B actually did that.
Not only that,
so that was
that's what it is.
Yeah, other people may not have actually done it.
Now this is the difference. Not only that, bro. Not only that, bro. The times that we living in right now,
totally
it's not
different.
okay to say that shit.
Yeah.
That right there is the
we
big.
put that argument.
It ain't never been okay to say it.
Oh yes, it was.
That's the problem.
Yes, in the 90s.
Yeah, it was accepted, but it wasn't okay. Is what my point is.
Well,
all right.
Okay, we'll say that. But back in the 90s, motherfuckers wasn't getting put in jail for shit that somebody said they did 30 years in the 60s. Like Bill Cosby's in jail, bruh. Okay. That's the reason why it's sort of like a big deal, because this dude is really in jail.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And this bitch right here is free as a motherfucker. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I want her, you know what I'm saying, to go to, you know what I mean? I don't want no ill will on her. All I want is just...
Do you want... Let me ask you a question.
I want shit to be fair.
Do you want DC Young Fly to go to jail?
Depends on what he did.
DC Young Fly has admitted that he used to rob niggas. He used to pull knives on niggas and take their shit.
Hey,
I listened to his interviews.
Look, pull knives. Look, I'm not saying that a nigga.
So there's a difference between a knife.
Bro. There's a difference between a knife and a gun. But I will say it is.
Hey man,
robbing.
I will respond once y'all finish. Hey. Now, what I'll say is this right here: if a nigga did some dirt, yeah, man, the nigga need to be accountable, or he needs to pay his debt, pay his dues. And that's any and everybody, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's my mama or my daddy.
Get your bitch ass over here, boy.
But
you getting locked up, my nigga.
No, but there is
you gotta be fair.
Bro, there is a difference. I don't even know this and know this. By law, there's a difference between you robbing somebody with a gun, a goddamn knife, or even a dog. DMX said he used to rob niggas with his dog. Okay,
that is
some gangster.
No, but do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't understand how when I say that there's a difference between robbing and drugging somebody versus robbing and raping somebody, that you don't see the difference there. If you're making the argument that there's a difference between robbing somebody with a knife and there's a difference between robbing somebody with a gun.
No, bro, because one is more lethal. It's levels, bro. It's levels.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
What I'm saying is this right
That's
here, my
fine.
nigga. What I'm saying is this, nigga. If you got a knife, my nigga, it's on. You gonna have to get me. The gun, my hands is up. My hands is right here.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Because if you got a knife, any one of y'all in here in this room with a knife trying to come at me, bro, you better be. So you better be the best.
You gonna acknowledge my point?
Hey, what if I throw it? Nigga, I might be real good. Time out, nigga. Time out. I'm waiting with a slingshot.
Flies away, bro. He flies away and brings
I'll take a slingshot. I'll pick up some rob you, nigga.
Mike is crazy.
Get out of here.
No, I got your point.
I gotta stick to
That's
my
all I'm saying, man.
I got your point, bro. And what I appreciate you, bro, because you make me think. I love meeting more people to make me think from different levels and different perspectives, bro. All you gotta do is just be capable of making me see it. And you do, and I fuck with you.
Man, you my nigga. You my
entertainment is entertainment.
You my
it's
nigga.
real shit.
And this
is what it's about, bro. It's all the communication. To be able to speak this stuff out. This is how we solve the problems. Understanding.
Real talk.
Nah, word. No, I'm with you. But this is what I want in terms of the old heads and the young G's getting together. Being able to have the old niggas coming and putting game on these youngsters to have these kind of conversations. Yeah. Like, that's what that whole thing is about.
I feel
you know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of the young generation kind of ran off, like, old niggas trying to talk to them. Because it was a period of time where a lot of the people in the young generation, like, they were coming up, and it was cool to say, oh, I never listened to Biggie, or I never listened to Pac. And they was like, they was like, and there was just, I don't know if it was a thing or what was going on, but it was a lot of new rappers saying that.
That sounds like,
and it was just
I don't eat vegetables.
It may have been just for press
to me.
Like,
That's what that sounds
How do
like
you
to me,
compare
bro.
that?
it may have just been for press, but it was just, I was just like, bro, this is bad. Like, I was sitting like, why would you say that? I know
what's funny?
you have heard these niggas. I know for a fact you have
All
heard
right,
these
so
niggas.
Troop, you the youngest. You the youngest one here.
All right,
Have you ever heard a KRS-One record?
no, I know who he is.
Yeah, but see that same thing you just said right there might apply to somebody who was born in 2000 or 1999. They're like what, damn near 20 now, right?
Okay,
But I know
Hold
who
on,
he is, though.
hold on. This is fact.
I know who he is, and I know his impact
but they
on the
know
culture.
who Tupac is. Come on, who said
But they
it
be
is?
saying it disrespectful. They
Okay,
was like,
you're talking about the way they said it.
They say it so disrespectful.
Okay.
Like, nah, I don't know none of his records.
Well, because that's
that
that
Like, you know
young
what I'm saying?
nigga
Like, real
attitude.
talk, it's like saying that in so many other words. Like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah, but
none-
that's
I ain't
the-
never listened to that nigga.
That's that
And
young nigga
everybody
attitude.
know
That's
Dear
that-
Mama.
Like,
That's
Everybody
that
know
rebellious
Dear Mama.
attitude that they have. Like, nah, man, I'm doing my thing. Yo, Tupac, nah, I don't know that nigga. My daddy used to listen to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was riding, but I'm riding with who they ride with now? Who they look
Kanye.
Kanye. Oh shit,
Bro, I was look.
I guess so.
I was gonna quote him, bro. This is a mindset of a lot of folks, man. Kanye said, "Wait till I get my money right." Can't tell a nigga nothing.
Well, that's true.
Can't tell a nigga nothing,
Don't hit him with the harmony.
bro.
Shit been going on for way too
Nah,
long.
that's real.
Got it.
And
But,
I feel like it's like most rappers are getting like, and maybe this is me. I feel like most of the ones that are popping up is like it's going younger and younger, and like
If you hit that chord one more goddamn
Oh, my
time,
bad.
I've been trying.
this is my first
not
time on a
to say
podcast, bro.
nothing, nigga.
So I ain't
Yo, Troop the type of nigga to talk with his hands.
like I do, bro. So I'm just like.
God
with my
MC,
feet, I've been
God
moving
MC,
it.
I know
This
it.
This
nigga
nigga throwing
Xavier
up all
looking at
kinda-
me. This nigga pointed at me with both fingers.
This nigga done threw the
Like, what you doing?
this nigga done threw the blood at us, the crib. This nigga over here hand signaling and shit.
but nah, bro, it's like, man, I was like the younger they are with money, is like the more stupider they get. Like,
But we can't say that, right? This is that old nigga energy we talking about. The younger there are.
Why the young nigga in the room got the
You
old
want me to
nigga
tell you-
energy?
you want me- no,
this
you
ain't
want me to
old nigga.
You want me
I'm
to tell you
being
why?
real.
Nah. Do you
What
want me
the
to tell you
fuck?
why? Oh, in most cases, old nigga energy is wisdom. That's what it is. And we got a young man right here with wisdom.
And but
And that's really what old nigga energy with the young folks. All we trying to do is trying to give y'all young boys the wisdom that we got so y'all can have more time on top
I feel
in
it.
growth and development.
So the game is spitting wisdom at Kodak.
No, he's not.
nah, sometimes it be some old nigga energy that be like,
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
young nigga.
Yeah,
like
that's the reason
sometimes
why
it be
I
like
said
that.
Have you seen Sticky Fingers?
What you mean?
Like have you seen his energy? His energy can come off real
Bruh,
aggressive.
Yeah, Sticky's
You know what I'm saying?
DMX
Sticky
practically. Yeah,
Whoa.
energy.
What'd you
Sticky
say?
Fingers is
Sticky
hold on.
Fingers?
Oh.
What's the most popular Friday?
Slam.
No. Friday with Debo with the orange suits.
Okay, all right.
Sticky,
gotcha.
the
You
other
ever
bald
heard it?
head.
The other guy.
You ever
Okay,
heard the group Onyx?
Nah, but I'm gonna need for you. No.
Yeah.
Hold
Hold on.
Look, I put it to you like this.
gave me
Sticky.
that look.
No. Sticky.
Damn,
No. Let me get him on this. You an MC. You a guy in MC.
Yeah.
Sticky Fingers is on Eminem's second album,
Okay.
so that lets you know who he is.
That
With
nigga had a
Eminem,
line.
West Eminem.
he still. You don't fuck with
Chill out, bro. I listen to a lot of Eminem. I can't lie. I don't know the name of the album. I definitely listen to
The
some
Marshall
Oh, never mind.
Mathers.
No,
Marshall Mathers.
Hey, bro.
That nigga had a dope line. He said, "My mom got raped by the industry and made me."
Yeah.
Oh
That
man,
nigga's
No,
dope.
I remember I got
no.
in trouble because this
I can't say the shit I wanna
I
say.
Napstered like Slim Shady, and I remember I was blasting in my room. I remember my mom came in there and was like, "Sticking nails through your eyelids," and she's like,
Hi,
made
kids.
made me just turn it off. She was like, "This sounds like it's telling you to do very violent things to yourself," and I was like, it is, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not stupid.
Right. But no, some people are, and I guess that's what it is. You're the
But see,
wise.
That's real.
What I'm saying is, damn, we don't know Sticky, but it's all good. Onyx, please.
Sticky,
He doesn't know a lot. He doesn't know a lot of people from that generation, and that's
Yeah.
no shade to True. There's
But
no shade
you
at
kinda
all.
just
No,
validated
man.
that be
the
my
young
point.
guy.
That's
I
what
know
I'm
who
saying.
Earth, Wind, and Fire is. I know who Al Green
I
is.
mean, I know a
who
lot of the
Aretha
more
Franklin
prominent
is.
ones. Like I know who KRS-One is, and I know he's done a lot for the culture.
Damn, so you
You
can't
know-
you can't name 3 Wu-Tang members right now.
I know the RZA.
Ooh,
I know Old Dirty Bastard.
You got it. You got
And
it. You got it.
Who's the
Red
most
Man and
popular?
Method Man, right?
No, oh
Method
my
Man,
God! Don't
Method
ever put
Man,
Red Man.
Method
Not
Man,
Red Man.
okay, all right.
Not Red Man.
I know RZA because this nigga's made kung fu movies, and he was producing. That's what I don't know any of the old stuff. I know Old Dirty Bastard because he passed, and they said he
So
was
what
the
we
wild
gotta
one.
do is we gotta just sit this nigga like random classic
No,
hip-hop
no,
records,
no.
bruh.
I mean,
Via YouTube, we got to.
I'm
bruh.
just being real,
No,
like
but,
the
bruh,
way, and I mean,
our
I'm a little
time
bit
of-
older than a lot of the more younger ones,
Bro.
so the way they receive information is a little bit different. Like,
Yeah, they wouldn't even know who the fuck
Bro,
Wu-Tang
it's-
was.
I don't know. I can't even remember who this dude is, but they got this one kid on YouTube. He got a YouTube channel where he's playing classic records for the first time. Bruh, he played Notorious Thugs for the first. Do y'all
I
remember the
fucked that.
first time y'all heard that shit?
That beat, that piano.
I'm talking about 96,
That piano.
bruh. I remember before the
piano.
song came on, I replayed the intro like 20, 30 different times.
Like, I was in the band. We figured out how to play that shit on the piano.
see, it's
Well,
something
I'm
about
saying-
Bone Thugs and Harmony. That was my shit. I
Bruh.
fuck with them.
But
heavy.
just the time of our hip hop, bruh, is so rich in talent, in
But we
heart,
can't say
in
that,
soul.
Here we go with that old nigga energy. We
Bruh,
can't say that.
no,
You're
bruh,
shitting on it
bruh,
at the
bruh.
time.
No. Even
Well,
for me,
no.
for me,
No.
I definitely respect the talent because I feel like older musicians, it was more about talent. With the newer musicians, it's more about how you look. If you look cool, honestly, you can be on this bike, do shit. Like you ain't gotta say
69
no.
ain't gonna
As long as
never
you got a
exist
dope,
back then.
as long as you got a dope
No,
beat.
but that's not the point.
As long as you got a dope beat, you look cool.
Yeah,
you
the-
good.
yeah,
You
the
really-
aesthetics-
and it's more. And honestly, in the industry now, it's more requested from labels for you to do that, for you to talk nonsense on your records. So won't nobody actually. And I've listened to a lot of stuff, and it's got to the point where people is like they don't want to pay attention to words. They just want to feel the vibe.
They wanna vibe and sing the melody.
Because most of the time, people are high as fuck. They on drugs and they perked out. Like
Yo,
they,
I
man,
almost snuffed this nigga Troop one time for telling me that shit. He wanted to do that on the record.
like.
do that.
I don't want nobody to understand.
And they're like, and
just
I mean,
want
and
to-
this is
just
me.
want to
I
feel
like
it.
to
Hold on,
experiment. I
he
like to
said
experiment.
that?
I definitely
Those
said that. I want to
words came out of
experiment.
your
I'm like, I don't
mouth?
really want nobody to understand me. I just want to put my stuff where it's like put my voice in the beat, so I really people can't really
Nigga, that
say
sound
what
like
I'm saying.
that Key and Peele skit. Remember when Andre walked in?
And you know what? And you
I'm
know
at
what
one
be so
record that
funny?
make one sound.
But check this out though. It done got to
Nigga, hey, you better rap, nigga.
Hey, bro, no
Hey.
flex. A lot of times I don't know what the hell Future be saying, but that shit be going.
That's what I'm
man.
saying. It's the energy. It's
Time
the
out.
emotion.
So we're focusing on the artists that is popular. You have J.I.D., you have J. Cole, you have
JID be flowing.
Kendrick Lamar's, you have plenty of artists out here. Rhapsody, you have J.
It's
Rock.
still some.
So like to say that they're not rich in talent.
You got Dave East. Dave East goes hard.
Nigga,
I'm not saying
Dave
all.
E-
You know
oh,
what?
oh.
I need to listen to more
Yeah,
of his
Dave East
music.
is
don't.
good.
I do.
Dave East is
I do,
good.
I do.
So we say that because right now what's popular is to have red dreads or blue if you're a Crip. I'm not sure. And then sting your hook, have tattoos all over your
All
face
over
and
your
body.
face.
You know what I mean? Well, the kids like that right now. But to say that they don't have rich talent, I can't say that because there are some really good MCs. Now, I
Really
prefer
good.
my generation
No, yeah.
by a lot. I'll take a DMX, Big Pun, Wu-Tang, but that's me. We grew up on that shit. Niggas are cutting them samples up, hard-ass boom-bap beats and shit like that. That's us. But for them, this is their talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one kid I listen to is YNW Melly. I know. I still listen to that nigga. I think the kid is talented. I think he fucked up. I don't
That
think we're going to
Murder
get an
on My
album
Mind
for him
song
ever
is actually really
again.
That's
But
cool.
That Murder on My Mind song is
yeah,
really
but he
dope.
can actually sing. He's not like a singer.
No, I got you. I got
But he
you.
can actually hold a note without no auto-tune or nothing. He's just crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's just to the point where they do have talent. I think the reliance on the auto-tune and the engineers pretty much doing
Bro,
all
we
the fucking
live
work
in a
for these kids.
microwave society. We live in a technology time.
I mean, but
so it's-
that's society. So our cars are faster. They got more shit in them. Our phones do everything. Everything. Our computers do way more than they could. So everything is microwaved at this point. You see what I'm saying? So the studio was gonna get microwaved. It's gonna get worse. Niggas are gonna record whole albums on their phone, bro. Quality amazing.
Niggas are already doing that.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying give it
That's
another
crazy.
give it another 10 years.
No,
You know, I'm like,
I
I
feel
just
you.
recorded my album where on my iPhone 22.
see, that's
You know, it just- it
that's
ain't-
the
it
catch
ain't-
22, I guess. I
It's
mean,
wild.
because
Yeah.
just because
It's
you're
wild.
able to do it doesn't mean that it should be done, or anybody can do it, and that just takes away the value.
But
Yeah.
I think that's the
So-
But
Go
that's
ahead,
the I would say that's like why you got this. I feel like it's two different artists. It's you got the quality over the quantity.
Exactly.
It's
you
some
do have
artists
that.
that
Now,
be
that I
like-
agree with.
Like I've heard like like Future, like a Future, Young Thug, like Lil Uzi, yeah, I go in the studio, pop out 10 full songs. I'm like, what? Like, nigga, what? 10
First of all,
full songs?
Future be popping.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've
popping.
seen people like that in the studio in their format of how they do full songs like that. Them niggas are throwing a beat, they'll just jump in there, they'll hum out a melody, and then they'll start freestyling them words right there, bar, like bar for bar. I just jumped that bitch on a Saturday, then fucked her mama on a Friday. Like,
I like that, bro. I like that. Hey.
like, you know what I'm saying? Literally,
Hey,
that's
get that on
it.
track.
And then you got people like Kendrick.
Hold on, let's do that. I jumped that bitch
Hey,
on this
that's a
Saturday.
go.
I fucked that bitch on that Friday. Hey, I jumped that bitch on that
said,
Saturday.
you know-
mama.
But I fucked that bitch on her Friday.
And the beat be banging.
Hey!
The beat be banging, and then you be like, ooh,
Hey.
fuck that bitch on a
Hey,
Saturday.
true. Let me get on that
You know?
Hey, let me get jumpy on the Saturday.
Oh
Let me get that jumpy on the Saturday,
Hey, bro, no, that's a go.
Like,
We gotta work on that.
He said that's a go after we shitted on this. It's a go.
Hey, no, that is.
It's a
Like,
fucking go.
it be
Hey,
crazy.
you never know.
man.
Drake gonna hit you up. He gonna suck all the energy out of that song. Make it a hit.
Y'all
Niggas be joking. I feel like
You
they
know
be
what?
joking and it turned into a hit. Like the Old Town Road, I feel like that was a joke. Like
I don't. I think they were dead serious.
First of all,
Nah,
Billy
that's a
Ray
go,
Cyrus-
bro. That's
You
definitely.
heard this nigga other music? It don't sound nothing
No,
like
don't
no.
matter.
But Billy Ray Cyrus killed that shit.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my.
That's what I say. I don't think that was a joke. I don't think. See, and that's the thing about these other genres. Like they take their craft a bit differently.
Yeah.
Yes.
They take that shit
Yes.
much more serious.
Yes.
Well, I'm not gonna say much more. I'm not gonna do that. Let me not do that. Because no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not
It's
gonna do that.
something.
This is the space that we get in. Because I used to be in this space. I got out of this space. I remember when I was in high school, right? And talk about last time, Lil Jon was blazing hot when I was in high school.
Crunk
That
is-
goddamn Kings of Crunk album.
The best Crunk album.
I gotta tell you. Boy, that record right there, we
Best
used to play
Crunk
the
album.
shit out of that record right there.
said,
You know what I'm
"Nothing
saying?
is free."
Boy, come on, man. My OGs, my pops, and the rest of the old heads with my dad's friends I looked up to, they used to listen to that stuff and be like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? What is this? What is
Hoochie
this?
Mama.
You know what I'm saying?
Get
So
outta here.
I told myself I would never be that person. I would never be the guy that gets older and looks down upon what the new generation is doing. I'm going to be the one that's understanding. And lo and behold, my ass got old, and I started listening to something. What the fuck is
Yep,
this
it happens.
bullshit? What is this?
You became Ice-T.
Yeah, basically.
Nah,
Basically, in a
but,
nutshell.
bro, bullshit is bullshit and good shit is good shit no
But
matter what.
but this is what I'm saying, though.
But here's the story. The story is not based off if you think it's good or bad. We think it's not the greatest music, but he said, I would never be like you, Dad.
Yeah, that's
Never,
what I
ever
said.
again.
And every other generation has said the same
Same
thing.
thing.
It's been an echoing sentiment. Like they tell you there's nothing new under the sun. Everything comes around in phases.
Right.
So I ended up being in that space of what they were when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And they were older, right? But what I had to learn was there's actually a lot of great music out here. Like we shit on the new generation like there's nothing that's going on when the reality is the bullshit that we say is bullshit is the mainstream stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
We're
Right,
in the
right.
internet age. We're in the streaming age. There's so much great shit out there that people might not know about. Fucking slum, not Slum Village.
Spill Village.
Spill
Village, yeah.
yeah.
Spillage Village.
What,
That's it. That's
Spillage
it.
Ain't that cold people?
Yeah, that's cold
Yeah,
people.
they
You know
sound
what I'm saying?
cold.
When I heard that song, that record Voodoo, I was like, okay. I found it on YouTube.
That joint.
I was just going
Nah,
through some stuff
but
on YouTube.
I sent
and it
you
was
one
like,
too with Young
Hey,
Thug.
but
They proud of
you did.
That joint,
You heard they had a
nasty.
problem.
nasty.
You know,
That
their
is
album ain't
nasty.
coming out, right? They said that they need more followers and this and that. Like they on Twitter talking about their album not coming out.
see, that's a label issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely
That's the
like-
fucked up part.
That's the
fucked
down.
up
That's
part
the
of being-
downside of main. That's why I say when you talk mainstream, if you want to go, which I really wish more people would do. To your point, Joe, we talked about that early on the podcast, where it's a rougher road to go independent route, but it's so much more freeing to be able to control your own
Facts.
destiny, or at least hold out till you have the leverage to be able to sign a deal
Yeah.
and keep your creative control.
Indeed.
There's so much great fucking music out here, man. That's one of the things I listen to the Joe Budden podcast about. Like the sleeper section. Like
Yeah,
I get put
sleeper.
on to so much great stuff.
They put me
so
on,
much.
They put me on some dope people.
It's so harder to do it indie. It's
It is.
It's so much
You know
harder.
we know.
It's it's only like, and one of the people that I've seen do it the best is Chance, and it's really like Chance did it because his manager I don't know if his manager's Jewish or what, but I know his manager got like I think he got some money from his parents or something like that to help kind of like push started. But even still with that, it like they detailed like a lot of like how the struggles they had of getting like the features on Chance 3. Like he had so many features. Like he got Kanye, he got all this, how the labels was like blocking hard, trying to block him from getting any of the features cleared because like, oh, you're not signed to a label. And it was like they had to go through a full struggle. And I think it took like months and months, almost a year or two, trying to get all the features cleared just because they weren't signed to it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yo,
That's new shit.
No, I just saw there's an article up that says T.I. says he gonna end Kodak Black's career like he did Lil Flip.
Oh,
And he did. He did. Expeditious.
Hey,
Expeditious.
you know what? If we was living in that time, maybe.
Because they both were
But no,
we're not living
in this. In this,
This ain't your
time.
era,
We're not
Tip.
living in the time.
And I fuck with Tip. Tip is in my Mount Rushmore.
Hey, bro, it's like Bone Thug trying to get rid of 21 Savage. Nigga, he just looks stupid.
You know, basically. Did y'all hear the Kodak diss record?
Yeah.
I ain't heard it yet.
It was actually it was.
He can rap.
It was like
He
I
can
like
rap.
listening to him. Yeah, I like listening to him.
Not much of a diss.
Yeah, there we go. I was about to say.
I like
Yeah.
some of the Kodak tracks. Like,
Oh, yeah. I like the track Halloween.
Yeah, that's dope right there.
He got
I think he's a dope rapper. I'm gonna tell you some shit that pissed me off when I figured out what he was trying to set up. This is the new generation. Like certain niggas, like you rap,
Niggas
but
rap
you
with
trying
no thinking caps
trying way too hard to get a bar off. Right? This nigga said,
Go ahead.
"How you gonna cancel me when I don't even smoke cigarettes?" Right? He said that like 5-6 times on the record. And I listened. I was like, obviously he's trying to put something together here, but I'm not catching. I'm not catching the
Nigga,
correlation.
I don't smoke, nigga.
I'm like,
Like, what is he trying to
but
do?
then look,
Cancer,
then it
cancer.
dawned on me. I was like, this nigga trying to make that shit sound like cancer.
Yeah, he is.
I said, if you don't get this bullshit out, man, I took my headphones off so quick. I said, come on,
You
Kodak.
can stretch a bar.
Nah.
And he has
Nah.
the accent and the slang to try to get away with it. No, what I'm saying is that's
he get his Kanye apology on. you know?
apology.
And that apology was hard.
That was hard.
Yeah.
That's an African proverb right there.
That was hard.
That's an African fucking proverb.
That's some real shit right there.
Double
I live my life by that.
Hey, the best line he had was the piggy line. What did he say? I don't even know that shit.
Oh no, this shit was.
Oh,
I
the
mean,
piggy tiny.
but see, now we getting into the, and I mean, I get it.
I mean, she look like a Muppet, but
when you
like-
getting in diss records and all this other kind of stuff, you're disrespectful and this and that. But I just feel like based on the situation, to add even more disrespect on an already disrespectful situation that you
you're
put
not
yourself
winning. You're not
in,
winning.
it's like, fam, nah, I can't rock with that. I can't rock with you saying what you said about Lauren or to Lauren, and then turn around and say that Tip's wife looks like Miss Piggy. I get it. You actually may feel like that. It's not the
defended
first time
himself.
I've
Yeah, he
heard that,
defended
but
Yeah, I've heard that plenty of.
it just don't hit the same.
Yeah,
It don't hit the same.
yeah.
And that may be my
No, I mean,
hypocriteness.
he's definitely got people
If
on
that's
his
even a
side
word.
though. Like, if you read his Twitter and his Instagram, people are definitely siding with Kodak.
A lot of people are.
I
I've
know,
seen
but
it.
it's like, if this is a diss track, y'all, if y'all think this is a diss track, oh my god.
No, but see now
It's just a rap song,
The people
but
that
it
are
is.
agreeing with
Couple
Kodak, if
They
they
just
lost
saying.
somebody and if the tables was turned, I wonder how they would
wouldn't
really
be
feel.
with this
I really want to
I mean, we
know.
don't know.
Because honestly,
Nah,
what
we
he said
do
definitely
know,
was
man. That's some
disrespectful.
bullshit.
I mean, we can't never
Niggas,
know
niggas
for
is always
sure.
on some bullshit, bruh. Niggas is always
Kodak,
on
so
bullshit.
we made the whole Florida man joke, right? Remember the challenge?
Yeah.
For your birthday, motherfuckers is crazy, right? So like, we don't know these people in the comments what the fuck they going through, but the fact that they even was side with him, after the Lauren comments, that speaks on values. You know what I'm saying?
It does, Mike. It absolutely speaks on values, and that's what I be saying about the young generation. Like their mindset, I don't believe Kodak think that shit was disrespectful. That's the
I don't think
crazy
so.
shit about it. I see the shit. There's some nigga named Plain Potatoes or some bullshit.
Never say his name again.
What?
He's not a rapper.
Oh, okay, thank you.
He's a guy that makes. I even hate they even said his name because the shit is so not funny to me that he does. He has these videos where he's out in public and he basically harasses people comes and sit at their table and just talk shit to them the whole time. And they're asking, hey, man, can you please just leave us alone? Can you leave? He said, nah, fuck that. I'm staying here. And he'll put like mayonnaise on the table, then lick it off the table. And just
They ain't got no footage of him getting his ass whooped?
No footage of him getting his ass whooped.
Wow.
None.
That's on the way. That's
Unfortunately.
on the way.
I hope so. But I'm looking like in the comments
He
are
need to sit his
saying,
ass at the cool table.
nah, don't do that shit here. Don't do that here. Now you put mayonnaise on my table if you want to.
That's what I'm saying.
You put mayonnaise on this cool goddamn table.
Hey.
Gonna get a cool ass whooping.
Yeah. Big Mike is
Expeditious.
not a name, nigga.
Expeditiously.
Don't fuck around with it.
Great
Go on
words
and
of
do it
Joe Clark.
expeditiously.
But I'm saying, like, you look at the comments, and these niggas are really in the comments talking about, yo, y'all don't know how to take a joke.
Yeah, crazy.
If you would just ignore him, he'll leave you alone. Like, why the fuck is it my responsibility to ignore a nigga that's harassing me?
In my space, in my bubble.
No, how about I just knock this bitch ass nigga out and show him that this shit ain't a joke?
This is real.
But niggas think this shit is a game. They don't think that this shit is real life. They think that shit isn't disrespectful when it really is. Like people that have been through life, that have experienced life and have wisdom, we look at this shit different. That's why, just to bring it back, that's why this shit is just so important. To reach out and grab these little niggas by their collar and be like, yo, my man's like, the shit that you're doing is not cool. Like, I need to, it's not enough to me just call you out. It's my responsibility as an elder, because I'm moving, you moving into that space of we're becoming elders to these young cats. We have to form relationships with them to where they trust us enough to be able to take the advice and the tutelage that we're trying to give them.
I agree. Let me just add on to this. Parents.
For sure.
Parents. One more time. Parents.
Apparently, you ain't parents.
Being 100, man, because it's like I understand that, yeah, the village does have to raise your children, but parents, dinner table, take time, put the damn phone up. Talk to your children. Spend more time.
And
Shit,
that
no
being said, you gotta
bullshit.
realize who these niggas are. Like this is a nigga that's been in and out of the system a lot. He already faced a trial for some. It's like rape allegations.
charges.
Yeah,
Sexual
rape
assault.
charges.
Sexual assault.
You know what I mean? Like he's already put it out there that like I'm a young nigga. I really don't give a fuck. Like
So that's a ticking time.
and
bomb.
you know a lot of times it just be impulse. A lot of times this shit be PR stunts, shit be orchestrated, and
I
I
think
don't
most of
feel.
it is.
And the Lauren London comment may not have been. That may have been him fucking up. The diss track definitely was orchestrated. Like, oh, let's try to flip this into some press for you.
I can rock with that.
Like
I don't think he knew
I
that he
that.
was live. I
Oh
want to
nah,
know
that nigga knew he
knew
was-
he
he
was
said
live.
what he said.
he be on
No, he
Wild
did
Wild
not.
in the light.
Yeah,
He be on Wild
He
Wild
got
Wild.
up and started talking to his boy. He might have maybe he forgot it was recording, but he's the one that recorded. He's
Yeah,
the one
he
that
put it on
recorded
live.
it. But
Yeah.
he got up. He got up and started talking to his dude or whatever.
When he said
That's
the
why you
Lord
gotta
loved
be
me,
careful.
David thinks somebody
because
was
everybody
recording
records
him.
everything. Because like the camera, like the phone would just kind of set up on a table or some shit. Or he just sat there, pressed record, and just started going. Then he got up talking to his dude or whatever. He said, "Man, Lord, you know what I'm saying?" The dude was trying to calm him down. It was like, "Bro, too soon." You know what I'm saying? But he kept it going. You know what I'm saying? He doubled back. But anyways,
Yeah.
The
Kodak.
comments was wild. They was wild.
Good luck, my nigga.
The comments was
Good
wild.
luck.
All right, so we gonna stay on old nigga energy, man. Obviously, he ain't fuck with old nigga energy. I fuck with old nigga energy to a degree. I just don't like what I feel sometimes is disconnected old nigga energy. But we gonna talk about four people that embody within the context of our conversation what old nigga energy probably is, right? And we have to eliminate one from the list. Like out of all of these cats, somebody is the least in the group.
The least old nigga energy, or they just got
No. They the least value in terms of their
okay.
old nigga energy.
Okay,
Damn.
all right,
It's a solid list.
Solid list.
okay, all right.
It's cool.
I personally think it's a hard list.
Got businessmen, got artists.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes
People, some gentlemen that have done some really big things in the industry.
I feel it. I feel like one reason why I feel like I got some old nigga energy. If you would have called me a year ago, I probably would have been a lot more reckless.
Man,
but I feel like I done got more than a little bit more
You want me to tell
business
some
this
stories?
year. Yeah, what?
Did you hear what he said? He used the word business.
I done got more in the business this
Yeah.
year, and I've been having to work with a lot of older people.
But growth, yeah.
This nigga Troop has been a wild boy in his time. I ain't even gonna put the stories out.
Oh, don't do it. We don't need no
Not right
story.
now. Not right now.
Story.
Not right now. But you
need
gotta
no
give us
stories.
something. Not right
But they
now. But you
coming.
gotta give us
Maybe
something.
No
I have
story.
some great material.
maybe episode
And
like 45.
both,
Something like that.
Hey,
Yeah.
I have
next
some.
come around.
I have some
Yeah.
great material, both verbally and in the tuck on a hard drive somewhere.
Oh no!
I got some real good shit.
All we gotta do
He
is
said on
press
the
play.
hard drive. We
Recorded
gotta
evidence.
get it. We
Hey,
gotta
listen.
get it.
When I'm having a bad day, that shit turns my whole day around. I got to bring that shit
man.
right
You,
up.
you over there
Hey,
mad
bro.
at white people? Like, hold on, babe. Give me 5 minutes. Press play.
But I'm not gonna do little bro like that. But yo, so
The four
eliminate
niggas.
one.
That's hilarious.
So we got Snoop, we got DMX, we got Diddy, we got Dame. Now, backstory on all these niggas. I think we're all familiar with the accolades that they've had.
Yeah.
Indeed.
When you get into Snoop has been pretty vocal about, especially on this show. You ever seen his show that he has?
The new one?
Huh?
Nah.
The news joint.
The little, it's kind of like a news
Yeah,
talk show
yeah.
podcast
You
kind of
talking
thing.
on YouTube?
Yeah.
I checked him out. Yeah.
Yeah. He's been pretty vocal in his disdain for the mumble rappers. Mm-hmm. Hasn't really been that accepting. And Snoop is an accepting guy, in my opinion. I think
Bruh,
he's one of the top 5 individuals in the world, period. Today, right now.
When that
Something
nigga
like
changed his name to Snoop Lion, I was like, yeah, this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's funny, man. This ain't
It
no
didn't
fuck
stick,
the
though. It
mumble
didn't
rap, but
stick.
Yeah.
he definitely be blasting Blueface. But I mean, that's Crip love, I guess.
You know, that should be different.
Yeah.
That should be different. But Snoop, like I said, he's been into it with the mumble rappers. He's been very public and vocal about his disdain for them. We get into DMX, fucking legend. One of the best brothers to give a prayer in the world.
Bruh.
Probably in history.
Very passionate prayers.
Probably
Very
in
bad.
history.
Yes.
But
And if you want your prayer to end off with a and that's your guy.
my man has had his run-ins with Lil B. Who that? Lil bitch?
Lil B, Lil Beat, Lil Bit, Lil Bitch. I was like, come on.
Yeah, right. X was wilding on that shit. That was funny though.
We know why, but go ahead.
We look at Diddy.
Hey,
What
Puff
is
Daddy.
get on your tracks?
Puff
They don't know
Daddy.
that. They don't know that.
You don't know Mace, Biggie, G Dep, Black Rob,
All of them
112,
shine.
Damn, he ain't got nobody current.
No.
Machine Gun Kelly.
He
French
does
Montana.
French
Montana.
There we go. There we go.
French
They know who
Montana.
Diddy is.
French
They
Montana.
know
I
who
mean,
Diddy is.
he as a businessman, he keeps his finger on. I feel like on the pulse of what's coming. Because I feel like he still be like checking people out and signing people. You know what I mean? But like,
and that'd be a mistake.
French Montana's the last artist.
Not necessarily.
I'm just fucking.
it
I got
depends.
you.
Machine Gun Kelly is doing okay, man. He shouldn't have beef with Eminem. That was a mistake.
Machine Gun.
You
came
think that
from
was a
Diddy?
mistake?
I think it helped him, right?
Yeah.
I think it
I
helped
think-
him. Yeah, not because,
Okay.
bro, nobody.
The
consensus is
nobody
that
did not
MGK
want
won.
to fuck with him.
What? For real?
I
didn't see
I
no
like his
verdict.
track
I just
better.
was
I
like,
like
dang.
Machine
Did you hear his
Gun
record?
I picked Eminem.
It was like
as
a-
victor.
As the really?
Yeah, I
It was like a fuck
better.
Eminem, but I kept seeing stuff of him performing and the people booing him off stage.
That was
a
in the
lot
beginning.
of places
I remember
he
that.
went.
That was
Yeah,
in the
it's in the
beginning.
beginning.
That was.
Oh,
Afterwards, I think
You're right. Niggas are booing the shit.
yeah. And I was just like,
I
oh
remember
damn,
that.
nigga, that's an L.
I'm gonna give MGK to win, but only from the standpoint of I think that he had a better record.
Yeah. Point
The
blank period.
disses
That's
to
all.
me were trash.
I didn't think so. I thought
I'm not
that the
gonna
disses were relevant.
I'm not
I
gonna
ain't
listen
like
to
it.
Eminem shit over and over. I still listen to MGK. Still.
I still,
Let's
it's funny,
talk about
I still listen to Killshot. Like every
Okay,
night.
I mean it was a
Yeah.
dope record. I just didn't think it was a. I didn't think that was a. I won
It wasn't a kill shot.
battle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was a shot.
That wasn't.
It was a shot. Shots fired. You know
Shots fired.
what I'm saying? Little graze. You know what I'm saying? Flesh wound.
Yeah. But anyways, moving on.
Yeah. So and then the last we got Dame. Dame is a brother that's done a lot. Mr. Rockefeller himself, hold an
Jay-Z.
entire era.
Yeah.
He was
I
responsible
seen
for
this
it.
nigga Dame get a haircut. Right. He's moving all around. And I think the barber like clipped him and he turned around and said, motherfucker, watch what you doing. and the barber ain't say nothing.
What's funny is I seen the same thing
Yeah.
with Diddy too.
Oh,
No,
did he do the
Diddy
same
got
shit?
one too. Yeah.
Old
He on the
niggas,
phone
bruh.
talking
Yeah.
hella shit.
Yeah.
Somebody try to cut his hair. That nigga checking him in there. Bruh,
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
It's
It was
funny.
funny. Both of them are Harlem niggas.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. It's definitely a similar energy to
See,
that.
I know a few things about Dame. I know he used to date Lee. I knew he helped found Rockefeller. That's it.
Yeah, him, Biggs, and Jay found
Pretty
I
right.
mean,
much.
shit, that's enough.
Yeah, that right
That's
there.
enough. He got like a diabetes foundation he does now.
Oh,
he got
okay,
he got his own studio, Dame Dash Studios. I think they do movies and shit like that. So he got a lot. He got a lot going on now.
But a very vocal brother, very
Paid in
aggressive
full.
brother.
Paid in full.
Okay.
Paid
Him
in
and
full.
Jay-Z not cool no more though.
Nah.
Um,
Nah.
I think they met and they dapped it up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say they're not cool,
They're
but
not
I
doing
will say that
business.
they're not what they were.
Yeah.
They're not the
So somebody fucked up. Dang.
I think-
depends on how you look
check
at
the
it.
story, bro. I
Yeah.
think both of them played a role in it. Both
Okay.
of them. Both
Jay,
of them.
I agree.
Jay was just
Both of them.
moving towards the Live Nation, Rock Nation
Yeah,
deal.
but it's obvious Jay is on top.
So even in the Rockaware,
Well,
you know,
Jay's the talent.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
So because
Jay's
like
the
he
talent.
bought Dame out of the Rockaware.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they sold for $204 million, and I think Dame owned 25% of that. So he just bought him out the whole Rockaware deal.
Check out the backstory, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot. It's a
Me-
lot.
we-
Yeah.
We'll
Let's
talk.
check
We'll
that
talk.
out.
We'll
Yeah.
talk. So when gotta go?
One gotta go.
Who dipping off of this list?
DMX.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of crackhead.
Yeah, I can't.
You see, like,
Yeah.
it wasn't fair. Yeah, the list
I'm
wasn't
just be
fair.
real.
Bro.
DMX. Yeah.
It wasn't fair.
I'm not upset that y'all made that decision.
Because I don't have to get rid of DMX.
But I am upset
can
that you
argue.
made that decision that quick.
Well,
No, it was
Bruh,
that. I mean,
compared
when we
to the
read out,
other
that's why.
names.
That, and literally, the only people that I was going for was DMX and Dame. And the reason, that's why when I was
Definitely
like,
not getting rid of that.
I was like, I don't really know much about Dame other than them two. And then when we start talking, and then like after that, I'm like, nah, because all I know is DMX is movies, music, crack.
Well, we're not really talking
Like,
about the accolades. once again.
Did you say all you know is music, movies, crack?
yeah,
That's what he said.
that's all I know about DMX. Yeah,
That's the
He
name of
he
an
forgot
album.
jail.
Fam.
That's the name of
He
an
forgot jail.
album. Bro.
Hey, man, DMX was the first
Yo,
one to
have you-
drop
have
two
you-
albums.
have you ever heard of Rough
Platinum
Riders?
albums.
nah, not really.
See, this is why.
I know-
young niggas. You can't have
No,
young niggas
X
talk
go
about
and give it
music.
to him.
Nah, we gonna send them the songs. We gonna,
Like,
yeah, we gonna send them the songs.
I know more DMX for movies, for Cradle to the Grave. I love that movie. Cradle to the Grave, I love that movie. I went and looked at DMX music. I saw this album cover with this nigga covered in blood. I was like, not my thing. And I kept moving.
Wait. You
Flesh of
saw
my
the
flesh, blood of
cover
my blood?
and said it's not my thing.
Nah, I seen that nigga covered in blood. I'm like, nah, bro.
Bro, that's
I
a
don't even
classic
listen to
record. The
this.
first two albums he put out were.
It's
You
dark
did
and hell
yourself
is hot.
an incredibly
It's dark and
big
hell is hot.
disservice to not listen.
Hey, well, okay, maybe I need to check it out. Send me some
No,
songs.
ain't
I'm
no
open.
baby.
I always listen to
Ain't
music.
no
I'm always
baby.
listening
We
to
gonna give you
music.
specific songs, and then those songs are gonna
Hey,
make you want to
I'll
check
check
out
them
the
out.
album. Yeah.
But
like-
I knew him for Cradle to the Grave. I love the fuck out of that movie.
But I think with DMX, I think like just going off that old nigga energy, Dame and Diddy ain't going nowhere.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
them,
yeah.
Them two are staples. So it came down to X and
and
Snoop.
Me, Snoop, and Diddy wasn't going.
Yeah, so Snoop, just off everything he's done, just the amount of energy he put out there, the negative and positive, I love this dude. Even when he was doing the porno shit, remember that shit?
That nigga did porno?
Nah,
He has a
porno company, bro.
You know, I got that tape here.
Yeah, dog,
That joke was
I bet
funny.
he called Doggy Style.
I think it's
He was like on tour.
Yeah, it was on. This nigga went on
It's
tour,
a tour, and he
bro.
had the girls in the
It was wild.
going everywhere with him on the tour bus, and you know them they just busting it over for real.
See,
Nigga, while he's
what?
smoking blunts.
And here's the thing.
It wasn't like actual
said
like
for real.
having sex. It wasn't that. It
Like
was
girls
really
gone
just
wild?
them. Yeah, more girls
There
on
you
wild,
go.
girls on girls.
That's that old nigga. And who knows about? He knows about girls.
That's
going wild.
hilarious.
They were only on VHS, sir.
That is
I
hilarious.
don't think
is
they
right.
had DVD.
Yeah.
They
No,
their commercials was on TV. I
no
seen the commercials.
DVD.
Oh man, good
I
time.
lost the state. Yeah.
But yeah, so like out of those four, three of them are like relevant today with their, the energy they put into the culture. And DMX is just in and out the culture.
Yeah.
Whether through rehab, whether through him being arrested. And when he's around, and it's dope.
Yeah.
Like he just did a show in Atlanta. The energy, the crowd just was amazing.
Damn, and
That
that's
was
more reason why I don't
amazing.
want to get rid of him.
Yeah.
'cause
One of
he's
my
the
young homies
strongest.
was there, and I was like texting, like, "What you on?" And he's like, "Man, I'm at this DMX concert." I was like,
Yeah.
oh damn, okay."
But he's
Word.
not around as much. He's
But-
not around as much
Yeah.
to give off those moments that we need.
Yeah,
He got
But
the
he's
most.
back.
Yeah,
He's
and that's
back
the reason why
now,
I'm saying
now.
he's the strongest, bro. He's the strongest.
strong,
He
but-
has the greatest story.
He
He
just
has the.
stay off.
He's conquered the strongest demons.
Now I'm
I mean-
gonna throw this out here though, right? Because I fuck with Dame, but when you looking at Dame and what he's doing in the culture as a whole, right? If we're being honest about it, how much of what he's doing is actually for the culture versus being self-serving?
I mean, the Diabetes Foundation, that affects a lot of African
A
Americans.
lot of people have.
I know, but
Foundations.
I mean, it's for low.
No
income.
diss.
I really didn't know
but
much about what
his
he's
is
doing.
made
period.
for low income, and when people say low income, a lot of times.
Yeah.
Okay. That's,
I mean, and I had to ask. That's why I asked,
That's
like, what
fine.
is he
Yeah.
doing? Because
But
I
I
really
see
don't know
what
what
you're
he's
saying.
doing, period.
And the Dame Dash Studios. Now, I do not know one movie or one artist
Man,
coming
I think-
from
I
there.
think-
that's what I'm saying. That's my only point. Like
Yeah.
when you bring up what he has going on, while I have the utmost respect for Dame and his business acumen and the types of ideals that he puts out there for people to try to absorb to a degree.
Right.
Some of that shit get a little bit too left for me for own. But I don't know how much he's truly impacting.
But we're talking about just the energy. We're not really talking about
Even I'm talking about the energy.
Okay,
I'm
so
talking about his energy. How
the
much of
Breakfast
his
Club-
energy are people really absorbing?
he might be more of a behind the scenes guy though. He's always
Man,
been.
on
That's
the
how I
Breakfast
feel.
Club.
He's
On the
always
Breakfast
been.
Club, he said, "I hustle for my last name." That shit is no. Because the point of what he was saying with that, I just feel and fuck with that. I
love the energy he brings to
Hold
any
on,
room.
let me ask all of y'all.
I do too.
Do you guys plan on like retiring, working for the white man?
Another month and a half.
So
I
basically,
stopped.
that's some Dame Dash shit. That's exactly what. That's all I'm basically saying. Is
It's rough out here, though,
he
y'all.
he promotes
But I
the
stopped.
boss mentality and doing it on your own. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that.
So I would want to know if we have a room full of young cats coming up trying to do something with themselves, whether it be music or any other type of industry. I wonder who would be better received between the group. Like if you put a panel up there of Dame, of DMX, of Snoop, and of Diddy, who do you think that the young people are gonna resonate with?
I like Diddy.
The
chances.
most?
The most.
I like Diddy's
Snoop.
chances.
Snoop.
The most Snoop.
Snoop and Diddy.
Snoop's the
Yeah.
Snoop's the coolest.
Yeah.
Period.
I like Diddy's persona. Once he starts announcing his accolades and all that stuff, I think the kids are gonna gravitate him.
Snoop
Diddy
and
cool
Diddy
too.
is
Diddy
more
cool
so
too. Snoop's just
now.
the coolest.
Yeah.
Snoop and Diddy
Oh, yeah,
is
fuck
more
it.
so now. The only reason I wasn't throwing Dame out is because of what he's done in the past.
Yeah, Rockefeller
And
Records.
DMX, he just got too many problems.
And there lies the issue. I think DMX, like I said, the energy he brings to a room is amazing. He just been in and out. You know what I'm saying? He was here during the late 90s, early 2000s. He was gone, came back, he was gone. Now he's back again. Everybody else was pretty consistent.
X is the first nigga to make a record for the side chicks, bro. Come on, man. You gotta give him
Yeah.
What did it, bro? About 3 kick, bro. You gotta get, bro. That's history.
That nigga made a record that's name and name. Tasha, Lisa,
Keisha.
Benicia.
Hey,
He
bro.
said that the whole song.
But it
That shit
went.
ride.
It went.
Yeah,
No.
that shit
You gotta hear it, bro.
The next verse. Shamika, Letitia, Kanisha, Benicia.
The whole second. No, but no.
He did not write
He
that.
remind me so much of him and Mystical. Like they both on the screen.
Bro, I've been saying no. I said.
Oh,
this.
yeah, they-
no.
they be screaming.
I said this.
Mystical, my nigga.
DMX, Busta Rhymes, and Mystical need to
Yeah,
come out
they
with
be
a project.
screaming.
That would be funky,
Now
bro. That would
Mystical,
be fire.
now Mystical
It would
came
be
back
fire.
with a slew of records that I was rocking with because this nigga makes me laugh. Like he'll make me laugh.
That's hip hop
Any
James
person.
Brown, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro, he's
oh,
funny.
Now that's
God,
the
That's too
humble
little.
rapper.
This show too big. Nigga, go to the gym.
Nigga, go to the gym, bro.
Now,
That shit is too
What's
funny,
crazy?
bro.
What's crazy is he is the
Hey, with
supreme.
my dick in my hand. Don't make me leave you with my foot in your ass. Be cool.
Bro, that shit is
But look,
hilarious.
he's the supreme lyricist. But was he the first mumble rapper? Was he?
Mystical?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
No, I know he's not a mumble rapper.
wait,
No,
wait,
definitely
wait,
be mumbling, bro.
I'm not
Hey,
saying that
hey.
Mystical's not dope. What I'm saying is half the time we don't understand what that
I
means.
understand everything.
You
Mystical said.
understand everything.
everything.
Hey man, that's
No, bro.
bullshit.
No,
I understand everything. that Mystical
Every
said.
That nigga Mystical about, "Get it,
Everything.
How about that nigga? How about nigga
understand
sipping on
everything.
chicken noodles? Like, I was like, what did that nigga just say? But that nigga said chicken noodles.
It's crazy. That's funny.
That nigga said chicken noodles.
I be like, yo, that should be he be
Nah,
he be doing
nigga.
something.
If
Like,
we going off of the nigga that originated mumble rap, nigga, I'm throwing Crunchy Black in that bitch. I'm
No, we
throwing
understood
Crunchy.
him.
No,
We
fuck
understood.
no.
We understood.
Bro, we understood. He was so elementary.
Think we see to see with me? Let me, my nigga.
I know exactly what you said. I know exactly what you
Taking
said.
the door. I'm letting it know, let it be lovely.
Yeah.
Man, come on,
He
man.
picked the bitch up on the floor.
I think Crunchy
and he's
Black
about
may have
to
been the
grab hand,
first-
kicking the
and
door.
he
I
first
got
rapped
that.
down like
Lean.
domino.
Nah, fam. I ain't going, bro.
Come on,
Ain't
Crunchy.
Shout out
going.
to Crunchy Black. Shout out to
growing.
Mystical, bro.
Shout out to Mystical.
So all right, so we got. I guess we got to wrap this up.
No. Yeah, I got you. See, we're gonna have to get into that debate though. We doing an eliminate one on that next episode. Goddamn it,
Man.
Next episode.
one?
Busta Rhymes, Mystical, DMX. Fucking who else got that?
I don't want to say Pastor Troy because
I was gonna say Fiend, but niggas don't know what Fiend.
Niggas don't know what Philly is.
Niggas don't.
No,
that. This all is, goddamn
we'll
it.
do those three. We'll do those three. That's good.
Who
That's
is
a
it,
that's a
Busta
tough
Rhymes?
one. Busta Rhymes, Mystical, DMX.
We need somebody with that energy. I can't. Niggas don't got energy on the mic no more.
Nah, them three, bro.
They don't got energy.
Ain't nobody hollering.
Everybody's so cool.
I mean, 6ix9ine, that nigga be screaming. That's the only other nigga.
Okay.
I'm
Boy, I almost cut your mic off.
I
cannot
he
believe
the
you
only
put
nigga that be
this nigga-
screaming. Like if you listen to
Hey,
screaming.
We talking about legendary niggas right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Sticky.
Nah, don't even put him.
This man
We'll get rid of
YG
him.
new
We'll get rid
song
of
called "Stop Snitching." 6ix9ine the album. The cover.
You know what's funny? YG gets no press, but he put 6ix9ine on there. He got press. That nigga need to stop bigging. He need to stop this fucking with him because he's making him relevant. The nigga's in jail.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
That's hilarious.
But yo, unfortunately, I'm kind of saddened by this, but I guess I wouldn't be sad by anybody. I guess the consensus is DMX got to go.
No, what you got?
I try to throw some other things out there.
I know, but what you got?
DMX.
You try to trick it. You try to flip it.
Yeah, I try to make somebody
I got
else go out on a ledge.
Bro,
Yeah, it's like
I could argue
it
every
came
one
back.
of them dudes. But
I mean, you could. That's why I
X,
say
but
there's
X,
really it's one of those heartless to me. Or it's one of those where you're not gonna feel good no matter who you
Yeah.
choose. It just kind of is what
It is what it is.
But but it's cool. Hey man, great episode, fellas. Really enjoyed this round table, this little
Nice.
talk. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
fun.
It's not crazy.
Yeah, nothing too bad.
Yeah, pretty good.
Not too bad.
Feel good about it.
Yeah.
Troop did his thing, y'all. He did his thing.
He held it down.
I knew he was gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
This
It's
is
my
dope.
young protege right here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Next topic: Wendy
Mississippi.
Williams Caesar sex, and that's how we go.
Hey, y'all, hey, tomorrow, y'all, Big Mike and the Wendy show. All right? I ain't playing.
Oh, y'all niggas are some fools, man. But yo,
I got you, Wendy.
He
Yo,
really
so-
mean it. He been saying it years. He like her, bro.
Hey,
Amazon.
I'm getting to the bag.
okay.
I'm getting to the
All
bag.
right. That's a soggy bag.
Hey, this old nigga energy is about to get an
soggy
older
brown-
nigga. I'm gonna get an older nigga energy.
Bro, I'm not about to continue to do this with you, man. Listen, follow us on Instagram at the Cool Table Pod. You can email us with any questions, you want to come on the show, you want to be a guest, hit us up on the Cool Table Podcast. The Cool
ATL.
Table Podcast ATL at gmail.com.
We check it every day.
Every day. Shit, Mike checks every 30 minutes.
I do.
It stays on there.
Hey, listen, y'all. I love y'all. And we do this for y'all. We do it for y'all.
Oh man,
Hey.
this man is funny. True. Where can they follow you, man? What can they be looking out for you?
You can follow me at Troop Brand TROOPBRAND. Yeah, on all socials.
On all socials, got
That's
anything?
what's up. We got that
Got anything
uniform.
dropping soon?
Yep. Music coming.
That's what you gonna do?
All right.
No
So
title, no name, no
See,
nothing.
I try to.
he trying to
Just
make
keep
you
me
go.
on the
try to give
lookout.
him- I
It
try to
could
give
be
him the alley-oop,
tomorrow.
but he just want to be mysterious.
Nah,
Could
nah.
be tomorrow.
Hey.
It could be in a month. Like,
He doing that weekend thing. He just had pictures of balloons. Ain't know what
What's
that nigga.
funny is this nigga definitely has an infatuation with balloons.
Oh,
This nigga
shit.
got like 11 videos with balloons.
Oh, bruh.
fuck with
11.
I
He said I fuck with
I
them.
fuck with balloons. I fuck with
Remind me
animal
of
cookies.
titties.
Come on, bro.
Oh man, but that's what's up, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. The bell's about to ring. So we out.
Yup.
Yeah,
Peace.
peace.
Yep.